start recording as well because I don't want to lose this footage.
Oh yeah.
Do we have like a Twitch chat overlay that all of us can see?
I do have a Twitch chat overlay, but not many people come to my streams. Also, share my stream. I'll put it in the chat.
No problem. I'll put it on my servers. Yeah.
Cause it be like the Twitch bots that be coming in and just be acting like viewers, but they're just bots.
I think it's kind of cool to see
Okay.
because he's
Yeah,
definitely
that's
someone
good.
that is definitely a little bit more emotional.
Let's see.
Hey, bots are people too.
I guess. Oh, what happened?
Let's see.
Oh, I don't know what happened. That was weird. It kind of just booted me from Discord for a second. Not sure why.
Ooh, that's not good.
Uh-oh, TikTok moderators are here.
Oh, no. You gotta run.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Banned, unbanned.
By the way, out of curiosity, did you see what I sent you?
Not yet. Give me 1 second.
All right, no problem at all.
Because I do want to give y'all this link. Is there a way I could... I don't think I could do self-promotion in the server that we're in, John. I don't think we can.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
The spicy server. I don't know if we
can. Oh, no, yeah. No, we can't. I'll talk to some moderators on some other servers I moderated, and I'll see if maybe we can work something out over there.
Okay, let me just post these to my Twitter. I wonder if my husband will come watch. Hopefully he does. And then I will put the link in the OCC chat. Is it gonna let me paste? Apparently not. There we go.
And what time is it for you guys?
It is 5:40 for me.
It is 4:46 for me.
It is 2:47 for me.
Whoa.
5:47 for me.
What's it like in the future? Does it still suck?
Yeah, it still sucks.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hey, Australia's right side up now. That's a good thing.
Yes, I can. Oh shit, that's right, I forgot. It switches up the order. Damn it.
What is Suncraft?
That's our it's our sound bot. Like that's where our sound comes
Oh,
from.
okay.
I completely forgot that it messes up the order. We just won't use it today. Unless I can find a different way to play music somehow. Can't. But regardless, hey everyone, welcome to the stream. I know we just spent 3 minutes doing a bunch of random shit. Don't worry about us. We're not professionals. Get the fuck over it. Yes, welcome back to Tales from Brainora. And we're back with our players after like a week off. We took a weekend off because like I needed to refresh and no plan. A lot of things happened in the last session. I also want to take time to get introductions for everyone. So we're gonna start with my.
I go first because after I do my introduction, I have to run outside really quickly, and I'll be right back.
Go ahead. Start first.
I am Nigel. I'm playing Kriv, the rogue monk multi-class, and Kriv is ready to get started.
Hey, now go do your business. Allie, go.
I am Allie. I am playing Zarin Irathar, who is basically a dark elf sorceress.
Okay. Um, let's see. Mongo, go ahead.
I'm Chris, and I'm playing Brock Brimstone, the Hexblade Warlock Drunkard Drug User.
You use drugs too? Jesus.
Yeah, party on.
We need to speak. We need to connect then.
Oh.
I've got.
But,
I got
but I thought I was a loose cannon, though.
no, I mean in game. Like,
No, that's what he's. Yeah,
oh yeah. Oh yeah, you
that's what he's
definitely.
talking about. Um, and John, let us know who you are and your social
Should I
status and who you are.
introduce my character?
Yes.
All right, my name's John, but many affectionately know me as the CEO. And I am going to be playing a human paladin by the name of Hanakwi Utharusu.
There we go. All right, and we're gonna start with just being back at home. You got transported back to your city of origin, which is Umbral. Having researched the prison and got some details about what could have happened there. Um, Very weird for some strangers, random strangers, based on Allie's decision making to befriend the queen. Um, um, Very random that y'all have like essentially like royal jobs now all of a sudden. Um, but it's okay. You're just rolling with the punches. Y'all a fun group. Um, y'all came back and it's actually been like 2 days, and you haven't heard anything from the royal palace. Uh, Not so much that you were expected to hear from your queen, but you were expected to hear from her sister, and you haven't yet, which is mildly concerning based on the evidence that y'all did find. Um, I'd say, Zarin, you've often gone back to the palace within those 1 or 2 days. Just trying to see if is there any more information you can find out, or if there's anything more that you can personally do. You've just kind of been going back and forth, and the queen is not mean to you or anything like that, but it's just she lets you know that her sister literally she takes her time at telling people things. She never really gives the full story of stuff. She's explaining that to you. She's basically telling you to don't expect much to come from this. I was just helping my sister out because she asked me to. So she's letting you know that nothing fruitful may have come from y'all's investigations. Cause on the one thing that happened is that you guys didn't tell her about anything that y'all found. She just basically told y'all to leave, and she will contact y'all at a later time. I slipped that. I was very slick with that. I slipped that in there for a reason. But yes, y'all essentially hold on to this information that y'all know about the thing that you were asked to help with, but it's almost seeming like the queen doesn't want to get that information from you.
Okay. Cool. So where are we now? Because what is our home?
Well, you've been kind of just living in the tavern, to be honest, because you don't have a home. You and Kriv don't have a home, essentially.
Okay.
So you kind of just been
How
scrapping
much is
gold.
it per night?
Uh, the tavern they have an assortment of room tiers. You guys mostly have been staying at the lower levels, which is cheaper, unless your character would have splurged to get something a little bit more comfortable. I would say that would be what's the average? I'd say what, 10, 20 gold, 10 gold.
And well, I mean, it depends on the quality, but I think average is probably closer to 3 to 7.
Oh, really? Oh, well, 3 to
Yeah,
7.
it's not that expensive to live typically, but it depends on the quality.
7.
Ooh.
I'd say on the higher end because this is a really nice city, but no one's really poor. Seven
Could we
gold.
convince the person to let us stay if we work around the tavern?
You could, if that's something you want to see.
Can I roll
Okay.
a persuasion check?
Yes. Oh, I forgot. I have to do the bar beats. Fucking voice. Ugh, so bad. Oh yeah, you want to walk around the tavern?
Yes. Well, I was wondering if we could stay at your tavern if we pick up jobs here.
Oh, I see. You're broke. You're homeless.
Not exactly.
It's okay. There's something obviously wrong if you're a person here. I'm losing the accent so fast. It's hard.
Okay.
There's there's obviously something wrong if you're poor in this city. So like, obviously, yes, you can work here. You earn a certain live. Like she's very eager to just like give you something because like, that's just kind of how the city is. Like, there's no poor people here, and if you're poor, what? We're gonna help you. We're gonna uplift you. That's the vibes you get from the city. So like, it's just the people in general. So they'll give you something to do if you ask for it. So I'd
Okay.
say, but to let's see what kind of job you get. So roll that persuasion for me.
Okay.
And you too, Kriv, because you're in this as well. You're both homeless, poor.
First roll of the session. Let's go.
And if you think there's anything that'll help you, like, I guess
What am
prove
I
your
rolling? A
worth,
D120?
yeah, a 1d20. And if you feel like there's anything you would say that like boosts your chances of getting like a really good job at in the tavern, like cook or something like that, let me know what that is, and we'll see if you roll with advantage or not.
I got a 14.
Got a 7.
Okay, so essentially, Zarin, they look at you as like, oh yeah, yeah, take this broom, start sweeping, and that's
Mhm.
just what you'll be doing. You'll just be sweeping all day, just sweeping. That's your
Okay.
job, just sweep. Kriv, you said 14, correct?
Yeah.
You're gonna help behind the counter. You're gonna help bartend.
Oh, that sounds like that would make money.
Mm-hmm. You get tips.
There, this is gonna be a little out of his element because he's not very much used to socializing with a different variety of groups of people.
Well,
It's D&D Sims edition.
yep.
Yeah.
And yes, so y'all spend y'all day working on this. Of course, you can still talk to each other across the tavern, or you could be sweeping. But like, whatever y'all want to do, y'all have freedom. It's not like they strict about the work being done. It's a busy tavern, but like they have a lot of employees. You'll be fine. You could just kind of do your own thing.
Okay.
Um,
So,
I do want to see where Brock's at today. Where are you, Brock? Because it's been about 2 days. Where would you be?
Uh, I'd probably go back to that brothel and basically just volunteer as like security for like housing.
Oh, oh, that's so sweet. You see the previous how should I put this? The previous girl there that you had cuddled with before. You and her have like a really friendly relationship. So yeah, she talks to you during your shift and what have you. Um, I'd say you for security work. That's a good job for security work. I'd say you make a decent amount of gold. I think you make like what 20 gold a night.
Any gold that he actually makes, he basically just spends on basically, buying rounds of drinks for everybody or, splitting it up with the rest of the workers.
Okay, no problem. Is there any but how long would you say your shift would be? That's um Bravo's usually run at night, so like it's early morning, but you still come in to like while they're working, to like fix up the place for the night. We could probably say that you're just there to do like the initial like keep everyone safe, make sure no one's like doing some nefarious stuff while before hours. You could probably say you're doing that.
Sure. And to avoid violence, my character is using basically deception and persuasion to any rowdy individuals. Basically, diffuses with like hilarious jokes and like cool anecdotes.
Yeah, there's this like one guy that's been sitting, like not even sitting, he's laid out on the ground under a table. Um, he's like half naked. He's been there for hours and no one has been able to get him up. So yeah, that's that problem. He's fucked up right now. So that's like the only major thing that's going on. But other than that, it's pretty like solid right now because it's like I'd say 1 o'clock evening or afternoon. So yeah,
Is there anybody? Is there anybody else doing security there, or is it just me?
you're their first security person.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Well, I guess I will recruit other people to help me get him outside because I have a strength of 9. I'm not carrying this dude by myself.
So it's the other girls. There's a couple guys there who does drinks and stuff like that. They're kind of like this tavern like this brothel is more about looks rather than like assuming presence. So like these guys don't look like they have that much muscle either, but they will help you as well, along with some of the girls.
Um, how is he? How is he like partially naked? Like, what part of him is actually naked?
He has everything off except a loincloth. And you don't know why he's wearing a loincloth.
All right, because he's the only dude to pass out at the party. We're gonna play a prank. So we're gonna have him posted up outside, but he's gonna be like ass up, face down, and we're gonna pull his loincloth down past his ass crack and put a flower in his ass crack and leave him there.
Um I've
Can't.
he is incapacitated. There's no rule needed for that. You just do that. And let me see something. So this is outside, correct?
Yes, yes.
1 second.
Look, we're a fun workplace. We do jokes. We do jokes.
I can see.
This is the equivalent of like if you fell asleep at a frat party and they just drew dicks all over your face.
Mhm.
Okay, so so you do this right, and within like 5 minutes, a crowd just gathers and just start like like laughing, like they're dying. Like this is hilarious. Um,
Does it increase the amount of business?
it does. Like there, you see people like, "Hey, look at this funny man. This place is obviously fun to be at. We should go here." Like you hear people like talking amongst themselves as they're laughing. Uh,
Isn't promotion?
hmm,
My man's getting a promotion.
yes. Uh, yeah. In fact, I'd say before the brothels even open, like quite literally, there's like I say 50 people in front just laughing at this man. I hit a nat 20. I have to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like there's 50 people there, but the brothel's closed, so good luck with that.
They're not selling drinks or anything.
They could be if I'd say they would be selling drinks, but like there's no like girls working. They're just like the girls are just kind of like lantering around and like setting up tables or like talking.
Okay. I let them know that there's like a whole crowd of people outside, and ask them if they're interested in like making extra money, just like selling drinks and whatnot.
You see two handsome, flamboyant-looking gentlemen, both human. Um, they both have like really tan, like olive skin, sleeked off hair that go. Both of them, they look exactly like each other. They're twins, and each side of their hair separates at different sides of the parts. So, like one side is like one twin has right side, one has left side, like slick. Um, they are dressed in like these like almost pinstriped vests, sleeveless vests, and very nice like very not rough, like corduroy type of like pants, like that corduroy type of like material. Um, and they're the owners. They're very fun, but you come to them and you say, "Oh, our security guard is here. What seems to be the problem? I see a commotion going out in front."
Oh, so we made an example out of the guy that passed out. We made him an attraction. Um, you can go look if you want. It's pretty funny. But there's a bunch of people outside. I think they want to like come in and like buy drinks and stuff. Is that cool? Like,
Hmm. Cherish, what do you think? Well, Chris, I think it's just an opportunity to make some more money. Well, Cherish, you have to realize that we have to prepare for tonight as well. It'll just cause us more work to clean up after these people if they get sloppy drunk in the middle of the day. Yes, but it's a business, and who are we to turn away potential buyers? Hmm, good point. Yes, bring them in. We'll serve them drinks, but only drinks, and they can't touch the girls.
all right, outside. Hi, everybody. Just so you know, place is open, but only for drinks. No touching the ladies. And if you end up like this guy, well, you'll end up like this guy. So, fun.
Um, let's see how lucky you are. Give me another persuasion check.
That is a 24.
All 50 go in. It's packed. All 50 of those people go in. So yes, they're drinking. They're having libations. They're chatting. They're drinking over the fact that they just witnessed a man outside with a like flower between his ass crack. Like that's something to bond over, apparently. So they're just drinking and talking about that and laughing at that.
Everybody loves a good joke.
Right. And let's go over to Han. What is your character doing right now? Are they just arriving in town? Like what's going on?
My character caught wind of the prison break, and he got sent over by his church to go check it out. Right now, he's most likely approaching the tavern, trying to get some more information about what's going on. Most likely passing by the brothel and seeing the man with the flower in his ass crack.
Yes. I'd say that you did pass the brothel. Because it's in that same general vicinity. It's like a central town. I have to show you the map at some point. It's in the central area. You go straight to the tavern, and it's it's early. It's like I said, like 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. So like people are there. It's starting to build up, but you won't see like an active like lively tavern until like much later. But there's a decent sized amount of people there, um, drinking. Looking at the job boards. You see a bunch of adventurer guilds just there. That's one thing that's always going to be there is adventurer guilds in that tavern. Um, you see the various employees working. You see someone sweeping. You see like two people behind the bar.
Who's the closest person to me right now?
If you're just walking in, it would be the person who's sweeping.
All right. Is the bar occupied right now?
There's like I'd say 7 people sitting at the bar right now drinking. Um, there's like one or two slots left. There's
All
there's
right.
very, there's various tables that no one's like really sitting at. There's a few people sitting at them, but like the most space you have is at the tables.
Uh, I'd like to go up to the bar table, and I'd like to, wave over to the tavern owner.
Oh yeah, yeah. Welcome, welcome. What can I get you?
Hello there. My name is Hanaku Utrusu, and I am coming from the Church of Mishakal. I have gotten word of a prison break. I have come over see if everything's all right, and if everything is so, I'll be on my way. I'm just here to lend my assistance. May I get any information I can?
A prison break. I Oh no. I haven't heard of any prison break. Not here, at least.
Do you know if there are any? Do you have any bounty boards in here? I could probably take a look at.
Oh yes, right over there. When you first came in.
All right. I thank the waiter.
Does anyone want to
I
roll? Does anyone want to roll a? Because Priv, you're there and you heard what he asked the barkeep.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to roll for insight or perception, or what do you want to do?
I guess I would Crib would like maybe insight, but he would for sure keep a close eye on this guy because he's wanting to know why does this person know about the prison break.
Mm-hmm.
So he would probably roll. Let me do an insight check just to so you can get a gist of this guy.
Also, your paladin
Can
has divine sense, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
I do have to use it though, and I need a good reason to use it as well.
got you. I just wanted to be sure.
I got a
got
That question just felt like a threat.
You got a what, Criv?
16.
16. Yes, you most definitely heard him say like he's looking for information about a prison break. You know personally that he's in the wrong providence for that. But like, because you literally was just there. But it is strange to you that he knows about that. So like, that's information that you got. You heard that essentially. You got context of that very quickly.
Question: is your paladin clearly a paladin? Like, does he have like crests on his armor, or is he low key?
Well, he has a holy symbol of Mishakal on his gauntlet, as well as a symbol hanging around his neck.
So yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
probably a little.
What you
Little
doing?
antsy.
Do you want to try to
So,
hear some of this conversation, or do you think
I
you're too
got a
far away?
9 on.
You got
I got a 9 on it.
Yeah, you can make out what's being said. Where would you have been sweeping? Like when you
I've been
just
sleeping over by the bar, like near the staircase.
yeah,
At least,
you didn't really pick up anything. You heard like looking to be of some help. How could it be useful? Those type of things, but you didn't hear anything specific.
That's fair.
And
can I do a slight immune check?
oh sure, just
Because
let me
pretty
know what
much
you're doing.
Kriv is pretty much after seeing. I'm sorry. What is your character's name again? The paladin.
Hanakwi.
Hanakwi. Kriv is gonna see that Hanakwi is clearly like a lawman to him, and he's gonna pretty much try to make a motion to Theron to get her attention, but like so he does Hanakwi doesn't notice.
Mm-hmm. Give it a shot. You are standing like right in front of him, so like I'd say do this with disadvantage because you're like right there, unless you're trying to do something to conceal, like how you're signaling to Zarin.
He pretty much as he's cleaning glasses, like I guess he's like I don't know, maybe like doing some kind of thieves' cant and hope she can pick up on it.
Oh, that's if she could pick
That's
up on
fair.
these can't. Ooh, that's rough. I say
Wait,
roll
what?
flat. Huh?
Wait, I'm sorry. What is thieves can't?
Thieves' cant is basically a hand sign uh, between members of a thieves guild. So
Mm.
the odds that she'll understand it is probably 0, but it might, make her go, "What is he doing?"
Right. So
Should I
I
roll
would
for
say this
perception or for insight?
this is going to be yes, roll for insight. Um, Oh, I don't roll it flat. I'm so tempted to give you disadvantage, but roll it flat.
I rolled
Me?
twice.
You roll twice.
I rolled twice for the disadvantage. One was a 15.
Be
and
right
the other
back. Give me a sec.
One was a 15 and one was what?
20.
Oh, since you rolled the disadvantage, I appreciate that. Yes, you got a 15. You do it without Hans. You do it without Hans' knowledge, so they didn't see like the gesture that you were doing. Allie,
Actually, no. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
I messed up my roll. I didn't read my modifiers. The disadvantage is an unnatural 20. The advantage one is a 25.
So so both die are 20 and 25.
Yes.
Okay.
I got
Yeah,
a
so-
3 on my disadvantage. Wait,
Ooh.
no, 5.
Ooh. Yeah, you don't see Crib doing emotion. You're just like really into your sweeping. Like you're right there, but you just don't pick up on it. You like glance over. You see him like doing emotion, but you really didn't think much of it.
I'm just imagining Kriv yelling in hand sign, "Cop, cop, cop, cop."
He
and-
is. That's what Kriv is doing. And like, because Kriv not seeing you get this, he's getting a little frustrated. Like he's like, "Damn it, pay attention."
There's,
Mhm.
And,
there's a
like,
cop over there. It's a cop.
especially you keep doing this in like Han's presence, but they don't notice it because you did still get a very high roll. They don't notice at all, but like you're just
Yeah.
you start to get like frustrated because like
What did I miss?
um so essentially meta wise, Kriv did something to like alert Zarin about something, and you do not notice it at all. So that's where we are right now. Kriv, yeah, she doesn't notice. She's just like really into like getting that dust out the corner. Like she's like stabbing that corner with the broom. So yeah, she doesn't pick up on it. She got a 3.
Yeah. I want to try one more thing, but I don't want to test my luck.
No, try it. Let's. You're not in initiative, so go for it.
Kriv is pretty much what I want to do is I'm gonna take a coin out of my pocket,
Mm-hmm.
essentially flick it at her, and try to get the side of her like shoulder to neck,
Oh, I like
somewhere in this region.
What is that? A dexterity check? What is that?
Probably another sleight of hand, I would guess.
Sleight of hand. That sounds better. Yeah, sleight of hand.
Would I have to roll perception to see if I notice it?
Yes.
Just like a man flicking a coin
Yeah,
throughout the bar hitting some woman.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That will be contested. Allie, also, you're going to be also included in this contested roll to see if you notice.
Okay. I mean, if it hits me, wouldn't I notice automatically?
I could
But
miss.
It could.
Not
That's what I'm saying. Just roll just in case.
Oh, gotcha. No.
You could be me and get hit by something and not noticed.
I want to use. I have the lucky feat. I want to use one of my luck points because
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
Did you
Thank you.
really not?
Got a 16.
I'm just like, damn it! I'm trying to get
16?
your attention. You're not paying attention.
You got a 16?
Yeah, I have a 16.
Okay. I'm just waiting on everyone else.
Oh God! Thank God!
I got
I
a
used
2.
luck.
Can I roll
Wait,
sleight of
what is-
hand to see if I can catch it midair?
1 second. 1 second. I have to see where everyone else is getting.
Alright.
What did you get? Zara, what you get?
Wait, what kind of check is this?
Perception or
Perception again?
perception?
Still perception? Okay, I got a 4.
Oh God. Oh God. Okay.
That was me last week, our last game.
Mm-hmm.
My luck roll was a 20.
Okay. So here's what happens. Han, you didn't see it because they got a 20. They beat you. Beat the contested roll. Chris beat the contested roll. You still did get a 16. So you saw something in the corner of your eye, but you didn't know what it was. You just thought it was a fly. Allie, you get hit with a coin, but you look at the completely opposite direction of where it came from.
Yeah, I thought it was one of the drunk people. They're like,
Somebody's making it hail.
If only you
man.
had telepathy, Criv is cussing your ass out right now. He was like, God damn it, I have tried 3 times to get your attention.
Like, what is Zarin thinking right now? Are you like, what are you thinking? Because obviously something has you distracted.
I'm like, oh, I'm thinking about the book. My thoughts are consumed with the book. I've been reading a lot of like dark passages, and there's a lot of like horrible, evil stuff that's happened in the world. So like,
You're just
she's
thinking of
just
like,
very, yeah,
got you.
she's just very like she's thinking about whether or not this can be used to like figure out how to save her sister.
Mm.
Does the book say King James on the front of it?
Ooh,
So Han, you got like a brief, like it only lasted a second. You got like a brief, very brief feeling of like just like a heartache, like like a tinge of pain. But
Am I getting a heart attack?
it was just for a second, but it's gone now. But you thought it was like very weird. Yeah.
I'd like to look around the tavern, just to kind of see if anything's like odd or out of whack.
All right, Kriv, you see that he walks away. You do that. You do walk around. You don't notice anything. Everyone's just having a good time. Like, so it didn't seem like anything to be really worried about. It just maybe you had indigestion or something. You don't know.
Yeah, I just walk around. I see the gold coin. I'm like, oh look, free money for my pocket.
But Kriv, they did walk away. So like they're just walking around the tavern.
I'm gonna go up to Allie.
Zarin, you see Kriv in front of you. You weren't that far away.
mm-hmm. So I would walk over to her and be like, how are you? How's oh so how's bartending going?
I was gonna lean into your shoulder and be like, what's wrong with you?
Oh!
I'm sorry, I've been a bit distracted lately. I've been feeling dark lately.
I can see whatever has your mind so consumed, stop it. There is a paladin here, and he is bad for business. Trust me, I ran into several. They do not like people in our line of work. And if we're gonna work together, I need you to focus. I tried to get your attention 3 times, and you're oblivious. I've had comrades die for less. Pay attention.
Oh!
Can I roll perception to see if I hear that whole spiel?
Yes, you can.
Big 11.
You hear them like you hear Kriv like raising their voice, but you can't make out words. Did he see?
So what you're saying?
Did
So
he
what
see
you're saying? So what you're saying is that I see this man just get up and starts raising his voice, and it's this random lady who's sweeping the floor.
Yes, essentially that's what you see.
Well, I mean, I have to go investigate.
Son of a bitch.
Hey man, all I see is a man in a bar just screaming at some woman.
It's like in my head, I see Crib just being like, "What?" And she looks over, and go, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" Ah!
Mm-hmm. Now, would I recognize that he's a paladin?
Would you recognize that he's a paladin? It depends. Would you feel like your character would have met paladins before? Because you were very sheltered by your mother. Y'all did travel
Are
again.
paladins like are like police officers? So like, would there be paladins around the city, or are they like a specific job that I wouldn't see many of?
In this city particularly, you do see paladins, but they're more like they work in guilds. They don't really work for the city itself. Essentially,
Mm-hmm.
they work for orders.
Gotcha. So I would recognize his uniform probably.
Yeah,
Or maybe I can do like would it be an insight check?
you could do an insight. Yes.
Well,
I mean,
she
knowledge.
she might actually. There are paladins that would probably work for the queen. There's literally an oath for that called Oath of the Crown.
Yeah.
So if
That's
they're,
possible too. That's very true.
which are definitely feds.
There, because like of course, who wouldn't want to have like some form of like like person of like divine faith to like communicate with gods on like on their palace, like really. So yeah, like you know that like there are like some paladins. You've seen them around in the in her palace when you have gone the last 2 days. Um,
So is Kriv facing the way Kriv is positioned? Is he facing? I'm sorry.
so
What's your
he,
character's name?
Hans
Hans.
is
Okay. Is Kriv facing Hans?
so
My back's to him. My
Okay.
back is
So
to
I
him.
would be able to see him. So I would see when he starts walking over to us,
yes,
or
you're
like
by the
getting closer.
staircase. You're by the staircase where the more not luxurious but more like nicer tavern rooms are. Uh, so you're by the staircase. Y'all like are facing each other to the side, so Han can only see y'all talking to the side, like side to side. Um, y'all not necessarily have y'all backs turned up the way that I'm seeing, the way that I have like the tavern laid
So
out.
we're parallel to him. Like he's seeing us from the side, and we're talking like face to face, but he's like parallel to us. Okay.
Yes.
And okay. So and where is this paladin that you speak of, Kriv?
He's the guy behind me.
Oh. Okay. Delicious.
If he tells you
He
that he's a
appears.
paladin, you don't necessarily have to like roll to see that he's a paladin. If he tells you he's a paladin, however, you can roll to see like what kind of paladin he is, based on what he's
He
wearing.
I feel like
he
that would be more
appears
of a
to be.
religion or history check.
Yes.
Mhm.
Probably closer to religion.
Appears to be spying on us.
No, he's heading your
Yeah,
way. He's heading y'all way,
Oh, he's actually.
yeah,
Well, we've got company, Kriv, actually.
yeah. I just have like a friendly smile on my face.
and
Give
he's
me
there.
shit.
He's there right in
He's
front of
Yeah,
y'all.
just yeah.
River's gonna be like, stay sharp. I'm gonna need you if this thing's goes south.
Don't worry.
So yes,
All
you
right.
Hello.
Han, you're there, and yeah, Zarin says
I just
hello.
kind of wait. Yeah, I kind of wave at them and I just say, "Hello there, my friends. There's is there anything going on right now? What's going on?"
Nothing
We're in
to
the
it.
tavern, right? Not the brothel.
Not the problem.
Okay.
That's a whole different
Mm.
part.
Oh, no, not much is going on. I just was asking Kriv here if he would prepare me a drink when I get off work.
Oh well, it seems that he was approaching you. I just came to see if everything was all right.
Yeah, that's a deception check. So
Your specialty.
do persuasion and contested persuasion and contested by deception. All right, I'm sorry.
Oh, insight.
Insight. Thank you.
Big 13. Ooh.
I got a. It's a 24.
Yeah. That sounds very reasonable to you. It was kind
All
of
right.
strange. It was kind of strange that you saw him raising his voice, but maybe he's just an enthusiastic person.
Well, I mean, I'm
Hmm?
sorry, go ahead.
Go
I
ahead.
didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry. I was just gonna say. I was just gonna respond. Yes. I mean, he did walk over to me, but the conversation has drifted over to me asking about alcohol.
All right. Well, I don't know. I came here to investigate some things that has been transpiring recently, and I came to ask you to if you see anything out of the ordinary over here recently. Are you guys patrons of this city?
Out of the ordinary, not at all. This is a um, very docile and um, provincial city. We don't have a lot of happenings or going on.
I'm sorry, miss. I can't help but notice, but you seem very tired. Are you all right?
I seem tired.
Yes.
Well, I mean, that's what work tends to make you. have to work to pay the rent. So yes, I'm a little tuckered, a little tired.
Of course, of course. Uh, well, if you guys see nothing, if you guys don't have any information for me, I think I'll be on my way now. Uh,
Han, 1 second. Um, that twinge that you had earlier, it kind of becomes more of an ache as you say that. It came back, and it's like you
I
don't
like
know
to.
you don't know what that's possibly telling you. Um, I want you to give me a religion check. Give me a religion check
All right,
or arcana check. I'll take either one.
Arcana. Oh, okay, I'll give you religion. Big 11.
Oh, we can
You
add our modifiers in when we're rolling.
yeah,
Yeah,
if you
just
want,
said plus or minus. Yeah.
yeah, if you have your
Oh
skill,
my
like
god!
that's what the numbers are for. The modifiers is what you add.
That's why
So
modifiers are so important. They can turn bad rolls into good ones.
yeah,
But no, yeah, I know that part. But I mean, like, I didn't know you could do it in the command when you're rolling.
Yeah, you can also do minuses. Like
That is cool.
yes.
Okay, cool beans.
Uh, so yes, you don't know why this feeling's coming to you. You said religion, right? That was a religion check.
yeah,
You feel there was like a pool that seemed divine in nature, um, but almost in the opposite direction. But that's all you can make out.
I think at this point my character's kind of sensing that something's pretty off over here, especially when he started feeling uh these this feeling when he entered the tavern. I think that right now is a good time to cast Divine Sense.
Give me the description of that spell.
Mm.
It's not a spell, it's an ability, so I can use it 4 times every long rest. You can open your awareness to detect presence of strong evil. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any of celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that's not behind total cover. You know the type of any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity. Within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been constructed or desecrated.
Okay, give me 1 second and I'll resolve that for you.
I believe that the divine sense ability is against the federal law of the Crime Control Act of 1994. You just committed a crime, sir.
Oh Jesus!
The laws I follow is the ones that my God creates.
Oh, you're a Dominionist then, eh?
Sounds about right.
Shania law it is.
I don't think this thing would be infernal. I don't think. Okay, so here's what's happening.
I believe that fiends are infernal.
Yeah, Fiend covers devils, demons, fucking Yugoloths, things like that. There's a whole bunch of creatures that fall into the Fiend type.
Would you say that the origins is?
It also
Okay.
said object too, so
Oh, okay. Okay, so here's what happens. You pick up two very deeply strong energies. Uh,
can I ask a question right quick before you?
what's going on?
I think it's important that we establish from her where she keeps the book.
I have information on that.
Okay. I wanted to make sure because depending on where it is, it probably wouldn't be detected.
I was ahead. I thought of that.
Okay,
I'm
cool. I wanted to double check.
so yes. What happens is that you sense two very dark presences. It's like literally You're standing right next to them. Um,
2.
So I know it's them.
it's
Oh no.
you
But
feel
wait,
as though you feel. Well, here's the thing.
it seems like the
There's
spell is. It seems like this from what the spell is very specific. So wouldn't he be able to detect exactly what it is that I'm carrying?
he would be able to detect the origins, like the power source, not exactly what it is.
Okay.
Or like its alignment essentially. Like the things that's on. You feel like there's something going on with like affliction, like two types of affliction, and then you also sense like a third thing. It's you're really feeling two presences, but like the one that you feel the strongest has a combination of shit going on.
Okay. I think that if I really feel like two really strong presences right now, I think that at this point I would subtly just kind of like keep my hand on my flail
But what you
that's
see,
behind my back.
what this looks like visually is that you're seeing like them like woo, like red, like they're like shaded red in front of your eyes.
I'd like to press them for more questions.
Can I see him like touch his flail?
Roll a perception.
Okay. Perception +3. Okay.
Oh, I didn't think this was going to happen. This is tea. I'm joining this.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just over here hosting a party. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, man, just sticking up flowers up someone's bum, bro.
Hey, don't be the first to fall asleep at a party. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Mm,
12.
I feel like you know what. While we're working on that, Brock, I'd say you're earning like an exorbitant amount of gold because of how many people are in here. They're just like they when people start finding out that you're the one who did that prank, they start just like giving you gold just for how hilarious it is. So you make like triple of what you would have made.
Okay. I am going to let everybody know. I'm going to have set up like a little space, like in a corner,
Hmm.
where like any kind of trash or whatever gets put there,
Hmm.
so that it's easier for people to clean up after everybody leaves, so that it's not as taxing on the rest of the people to clean up and set up for tonight. And I'll,
I think you built such a great rapport with people who are just being hilarious that they listen to you.
all right, cool, works for me and them.
All right, Chris, what did you get?
12 total.
can I make a sleight of hand to contest that?
A sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, you.
Beat it by 1 point.
Mm.
Yeah, so you didn't see that.
I
Yikes.
just kind of slowly get a bit closer to them. And I just say, yes. I have a few more questions for you too. Where are you from? As I look at specifically Allie.
I would look over with your craven lock eyes. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm from here, the town.
Hmm. I see the aura around specifically both of them, right?
Hmm.
Hmm. Tell me,
That's not good. Oh, go ahead.
what did you, oh, sorry. Tell me, what did you do in the last 24 hours?
And Kriv
And
will
I'd
cover
like
all.
to make an insight check to see if she's telling the truth.
Okay, do that. Chris, what are you going to say?
I'm gonna.
Kriv is like Kriv is gonna be like, why are you asking her so many questions all of a sudden? What
And you
business
too,
is
sir.
that of yours?
What have you been doing in the last 24 hours?
I've been here.
I'd like to roll insight on that as well.
Okay. If y'all want to hide where y'all have been for the last 24 hours, y'all can roll deception to contest it. Um, Otherwise, you both know interpersonally that your characters have been in the city for the last 24 hours.
Well, when he says I've been here, I take that as I've been in the tavern.
It just is possibly true because
Yeah.
your character wouldn't know this, but they would know that they essentially live at the tavern now.
Okay.
I rolled a deception check of 15. I'm gonna lie about something.
I think that my first roll got a 16.
I
Second roll
got
got a 15.
I
Okay,
got
so
a
16 is for Zarin, 15
I
is
got
for
15.
Kriv. And Kriv, what did you get?
1 second, I just had it in my mind. 13.
13. Okay. So
So I could tell. Wait, hold on. Are they lying?
this is what you gather. You gather that they're not lying about being from this town, but you feel like they're hiding something. They didn't necessarily lie to you, but you get the feeling that they're hiding something. They did. Your general consensus is that they didn't lie to you.
Tell me. Uh, did you hear anything about a prison break that transpired recently?
A prison break? From where? There are prisons in our province?
Yes. Wait, the prison break was in this city, correct?
You would you and Kriv would both know that no, it's not in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So take however information, like however y'all want, whatever y'all want to do with that information.
Well, it's in the same kingdom.
You would know that.
Okay.
You I'd say based on the information you know. Well, actually, yeah, you would know that because you got the information from the book from somewhere. Yeah, so you know that it happened. Um, I guess I would say you have a general idea that it happened within this country somewhere, and you're probably close to it. You don't know exactly which province, but you're ruling out a couple provinces that you have to visit. That's what I'll say.
Okay. So can you give me any information on that?
What y'all want to do?
I'm just staring at them while they're like just staring at me, still in silence.
Well, Zarin said something, but
Mhm.
are you meant to being deceptive right now, Zarin, or no?
I. Hmm. No, I was being truthful with that part of it. I'm still
Hmm.
hiding information.
You still get the general sense that they're hiding something, but thus far, they like Zarin especially has been telling the truth. Mhm. Let me let me do something real quick. Oh shit. Okay. So what with that?
You know, I am a paladin,
So
and
1 second. There's something else that happens. Hans, like when Zarin said that, you get like a pull towards like your divine good. Like that's like you feel something good that just like it's like something tapped you on the shoulder, but you have no context for it. It's like something relating to your order. It's like giving you some insight, but you just missed it. You're not sure what the fuck you were supposed to like recollect from that.
all right. Just kind of look at them, and I kind of come in a bit closer, and I just say, I'm a paladin. I came here to investigate the prison break. I don't know exactly what happened. I'm going from town to town to see what I can do. As a paladin, I have many skill sets in my possession. One of which is the goddess had blessed me with the divine sight, and I like to lean in closer on them. So, do you want to tell me why I sent a dark presence coming from the both of you?
Ooh,
On that note,
And I'd like to
Chris,
roll for intimidation,
okay.
Oh, contested roles for intimidation.
What
letting you
would I
know
be?
that my second feat is menacing, which gives me expertise in intimidation.
So if
I
y'all,
want to use another luck point on this roll.
I did not expect it to be PvP today. Oh,
What? What?
27.
That's good.
Okay. What am I contesting with?
do a intimidation back.
Okay.
And at this point, I would like to slowly take my flail out and show it to them. And I would just like to say, I think it would be in your best interest if you came with me right now.
Oh, yikes. Oh,
I got a 17.
you know, Allie, baby Allie could do some magic.
I
Natural
have
20.
a 26.
You got a natural 20?
I got a natural 20, and then with the modifier, it's 26.
And what did you get?
I got a 27.
But was that? Oh shit! But that is a natural 20. I honor natural 20s.
Yeah.
So Zarin is
So
not intimidated. Zarin is not intimidated by you at all. In fact, you find her very intimidating, especially the kind of aura she's giving off. It's slightly different than Crib's. It's kind of more sinister. So you're terrified of her,
I,
like right now.
because I
Go
So
ahead.
I would reach out my hand because of the skill that I have. Well, not skill, but part of like my background. I'm cold to the touch. Like if I touch, like I'm icy when you touch me. I'm like cold. So I would reach out and like gently like touch his cheek, and then like my eyes when I'm like using it. You remember how we talked about like the eyes? So like I
Mhm.
would just like flash my dark eyes, and it's like I would heavily advise you put your weapon away, please.
You're like you're petrified of this woman, this lady right now. You're petrified of because like that's a nat 20.
Kriv would say after she finishes that, Kriv would probably add on. I think you better listen to her, you fucking altar boy. Either let us go back to our jobs or furniture will move in here.
Oh, it's about to be a what girl fight? No, I'm playing.
Everybody T-pose. I'm threatening.
So yes, you're not so much intimidated by Kriv, but I'd say with them working together, you pretty much know like maybe you're not so prepared to take them on specifically or even command them to do anything. That didn't go over too well. So what's your next move?
Back to the drawing board.
Okay.
I was
I
skipping
highly
out.
doubt that you would like to cause a commotion in here. That's why I am simply asking you to come with me. I am not one to jump to conclusions. All I'm doing is I am working with what I know. And all I know is I sent a dark presence within you. I don't want to fight. I just want to talk. Now, you seem like a pretty wise woman. I look at Kriv, not so much. However, I can tell you don't want the people in this establishment to be hurt. That's why I would recommend that you come with me. We sit down and we talk. I want the information. You don't want to get into anything. We both want the same thing. Let us help each other.
No,
Can I roll for persuasion?
yes, you can. Because I was going to say, like, you're intimidated as hell right now, so you have to persuade them to get them to do anything. And even that's like tricky.
19.
What can y'all contest with that?
What is it for?
Persuasion check. I'm trying to see what could they contest with.
I don't know. Are they willing to work with me?
Intimidation, maybe.
And like another intimidation check. Just so here's
Yeah.
here's what's gonna happen. Um, they're
Like
gonna roll this.
he's trying to persuade them, and they're just too grisly and intimidating to, you know.
As of right now, because
Yeah.
like
Well,
Ali specifically, well, Zarin specifically, because they got it at 20. Here's what I will
well,
do. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna have them roll one more intimidation check. This intimidation checks will determine if you will pursue any further questioning from them. If they succeed on this intimidation check, you're pretty much spooked, and you're pretty much you might have to leave. You might have to go
okay,
another direction.
okay.
What's going to happen is that both Zarin and Crit are going to roll with advantage because Ali gave y'all that glorious crit, and you as a presence together is stronger than just one person, like Ali being by themselves, Crit being by themselves. So y'all essentially giving each other the help action. Both
Yeah.
of
So would it be like one roll with advantage for for both of them combined?
good question. I will allow Ali to roll this, but it's going to count for both her and Quiv.
Okay.
And
I'm
I'm,
cool with that.
and I'm doing intimidation.
Yes.
Okay. hold on, let me-
If you have anything to boost that up, or Quiv, if you
Oh,
have any spells or anything that would help, that's outside of like giving the help action, you can do that. That's the only way that oh, it's already with advantage. You don't get double advantage. Never mind.
I don't think I do. The only thing, if I was a bard, I can bardically inspire her, but I'm not a bard.
Right. And plus, you can't stack advantages, so never mind.
Ooh.
God damn it!
the advantage is 33.
No, I'm so happy I didn't use Emissary of Peace.
Excuse me, how much?
33.
No, I'm saying
That anything over 30 is like godlike.
You add them together.
oh no, she got a 26.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah. You add
Oh, sorry. I showed a total of 33, so it's 26.
26. Okay, I'm like anything over a 30 is godlike. I don't know how you get yes, but 26 you said. And what did you
Mhm.
get? What did you get for your persuasion?
I got a 19.
Yeah, yeah. They ain't buying it. They maintain that stoic presence, and like on top of your divine sense being activated, it just seems like that their size is getting bigger, but without them actually like moving. It just seems like they're towering over you at this point, and like the aura is just like really big and bright and red. It's terrifying to look at them right now, as they say nothing to you.
Damn. If only I was one level higher. I will. All right.
Like
I'm
even
glad
by
I
this
didn't want to have
point,
to hurt you.
even at
The
this
when
point,
I was about to start using spells.
I would say even at this point, Crib and Zarin, you feel a very dark presence behind y'all, and you feel it's the yeah. Based on this what's transpiring, something is festering, and as like this tension builds up behind you, you feel like presence of like a figure backing y'all up, and it probably feels like having to do with y'all connection, and y'all know what that connection is.
Mhm.
Okay. So the type of fear I feel, is it more of a kind of like, oh shit, I don't want to die kind of fear, or is it kind of like more of a fight or flight kind of fear, where it's like, yeah, these guys are strong.
It's fight or flight. It's very they look like they're not gonna budge, and they're just like staring at you right now. Your best, and it looks like based on what you're seeing right now, it looks like they would just demolish you quickly and dispatch you quickly based on their intimidation. How intimidating they are. So like you're basically weighing your options right now, and the options that you have to weigh looks like maybe I should just like leave these hoes alone.
I would like to back away a little bit, and I would like to say, Well, it seems that you've given me no choice. I'd have to be on my way now.
And
May the goddess smile on you. However, I cannot overlook what I've witnessed today. I'll give you one more chance to come with me, or I promise you, it won't just be me that comes back here. You'll see the wrath of the Holy Order of Mishakal.
based on their last intimidation check. Well, first of all, I need to know: Are you attempting to cast a spell or anything, or this is just you saying?
This is just me saying basically like, hey, like you can come with me one last time, or if I come back, I will bring my people.
You, Kriv and Zarin, you know your intimidation checks are successful. You know if you've successfully stood your ground. At this point, it seems that as though he is defeated. So you don't have to take those words as any kind of way. In fact, you don't.
But isn't his threat plausible, even though he's intimidated? That he could come back with more people.
You know what y'all know about paladins, and what based on the demeanor and tone that Chris spoke to you in about paladins. You both know that like it's very possible he will have like his cop buddies with him because they're essentially cops. I'll call them a cop all day long.
ACAB includes paladins.
But yes, do you feel as though he would bring his order? That's likely something that could happen. But in this moment, you're not like caring about the threat. You work together as a team.
Trevor's pretty much gonna say, "Come back here, and it'll just be more people to help carry you back home."
Ah!
And he's gonna put his hand on Zeri and be like, "Let's go. We have work to do."
Oh, they chewed him up. Oh, that's good.
Okay, I simply walk out.
It's a clean plate, folks.
Oh, that's deep. That's a deep cut.
Trevor doesn't like threats at all. In
So
the business
yes.
of death, you don't do threats.
Yes, he leaves. He very much leaves. Yeah. So you've successfully well, you did throw the paladin off the trail. He very much knows, but y'all kept him away from you, and you didn't follow him. So congratulations on that. Paladin, so sorry. Just how the roles panned out.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I'd say with that, we're gonna cut from the tavern. Let's follow where Brock is doing. You still there? Are you gonna be there all day? Are you stepping out? What's the tea? What do you think your schedule looks like? Because the brothel it really only opens at night.
Yeah, but like he doesn't really have anything to do. Like outside of being in the brothel and hanging out with people and talking, like nobody, Kriv hasn't shown up. Like his best friend hasn't shown up. So like, there's really nothing for him to do. So he just kind of hangs out at the brothel, talks to all the girls, gets to know them, asks them all kinds of questions about their life and whatnot. And
You've noticed as you talk to these girls more and more, each one of them they have a unique story. But all of them are highly intelligent. All of those girls in there are highly intelligent, and you feel like some of them they like to work the brothel. A lot of them they just like uh they feel like a lot of them are magic users, but they couldn't get into like the wizard schools that they wanted to, the sorcerer schools and nothing like that because they're so pretentious around the world. They're like really high status places. So, but like a lot of them are highly intelligent. Like they look like they can do like a bunch of shit that not normal people can do.
my character will be in awe of their intellect, is because A, they're highly intelligent, but also because he's a moron and he looks up to highly intelligent people.
Hmm. And like they kind of treat you like you've been there long enough. Mind you, it's only been a few days, but you've kind of like been there long enough to like really establish like a rapport with them. You seem pleasant to be around, so they kind of treat you like brother sister type of relationship.
Perfect.
Like you're like their little brother.
So, for the guy that we pulled the prank on,
Hmm.
if he comes in angry, what my character is going to do is be like, all right, look, buddy, look, here's the deal. It was a joke that I like to play on people at other bars and places that I've been, and it's usually pretty funny. But like, I made a lot of money off of it, which I wasn't expecting. So I'll tell you what, because you were half of the joke, you get half of the gold I made from it, and I'm gonna buy you a drink because you're such a good sport.
So here's the thing. He is woken up. Um, he didn't really stumble back in. He kind of just woke up and is just like confused as all hell. But I'm assuming you went outside to tell him that.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. I don't want him to be like confused, not knowing where he is, and end up getting hurt or something. It was just supposed to be a joke.
Right.
So
So he's like, oh shit, I gotta find an exit for that. I cannot do a Scottish accent. I'm not even gonna try. Uh
you could just do a bro accent. That works too.
dude, like, thank you so much. Like, and that is pretty funny. That's hilarious. I would have, if I was awake for that, I would have allowed it. Like, it's fine. It's fine. It's just, where's my clothes? And he's just
Yeah,
like looking around.
we're gonna help you get cleaned up and whatnot. And here's half the gold I made. Just so you can because I don't want to like profit off of mocking you in any way, shape, or form. You should be in on it too. You know what I mean?
And he's
But
like,
yeah,
respect.
nuts. So let's go ahead and I'll pull him inside, help him get his clothes and whatnot. I'll even pay for him to have a bath and whatnot, and buy him a drink,
Hmm.
and then send him on his way, and then help like clean up.
The girls are not annoyed by him. He's actually one of their best customers, but like they worry about his health because he drinks. He drinks a lot.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta.
Yes, but yes, that happens. You do that. Y'all get him all settled in. Uh he got like after he gets settled in, he picks up the leaves. He's sobered up somewhat. He stumbles out, but like he's still pretty like fucked up, hangover and all. He has a good time there when he goes. Yes.
That's good.
Is there anything else you want to do in particular, or are you just gonna stay here?
Actually, I changed my mind. I'm gonna try and find like a shop that sells magic items.
You're in the center of town, so there would be one. Um, this is more like of a general goods of like magical items, so like you wouldn't find anything like too wild, but like you can find some interesting stuff there. It's big.
I will go in and I will ask the uh, who's the proprietor.
You know what? Ah! My child, welcome to my store. What are you looking for? I have
Whoa,
wares.
you are extra. You're so cool. What's your name?
Agatha. Mm,
That's a cool name because it has two A's in it. I think.
it
I think.
does.
Nice. It's always cool when I'm right. So, I'm looking for.
Wait. And she just like she pulls off her turban and you just see like just that head.
Oh no, it's her. Yes.
Wait, my child. I see something. And she just
Uh,
like touches your face
it has
smoothly.
it has eyes, right? Oh, so she's like touching my face. I'm
Yes,
gonna touch.
it's deformed, it's melted in her like thick ass skull, and it has
I'm,
like
I'm gonna
eyes.
I'm gonna touch her face too.
Oh, okay.
Because he has no idea what the hell she's doing. He's just like, is this a greeting? Okay, here you
Okay,
go.
so she got caught off guard, and this is what happens. She got caught off guard by that. That no one touches her usually. As she touches your face and you touch hers, you share a moment where like you both kind of just like zip out of space and into like this void area. You're with her, but then you turn around for a second and like she like fades away, and you get the sense that like she got pulled to somewhere else, and you're being now faded away and pulled into like this chamber, and you see someone you're very familiar with, and he recognizes you. He looks at you back sitting on what appears to be a throne.
Who is this person?
You know who this person is.
I have no idea who this person is.
He says to you, "Back so soon?" With he says,
I think I
"Are,"
snorted too much cinnamon. What?
he says, "Did the gift that I give you send you back here?"
The gift that you gave me. Wait, are you my best friend? Are you the friend that I talk to in my head?
Well, hold on, I don't know about best friend. We're acquainted right now, but like, yes, I am that person. He's very, yes, he's him. He's very much the person that brought.
That gave me my powers as a warlock?
Hmm.
Okay. Oh my god. So wait, are we in the shadowy place now? Wait.
I actually don't know how you're here.
I'm allergic to something in here. Is there a cat? Do you have cats? You have cats, don't you?
No. Um,
Why did I
you're very
sneeze?
like it's very odd. You're very like outlined in grayish right now. How did you get here?
Some lady with 1.5 heads touched my face, and I thought maybe that was a greeting, so I touched her face,
It's
and then like I don't know, I thought maybe I was hallucinating because I snorted too much stuff, but now I'm pretty sure I'm not.
well, since you're here, I do have a bit of news. I was just gonna like send some type of like feeling to you, and you get the gist of it. But since you're here, I could just tell you. Um, there are some things happening around you that you should probably pay attention to if you're going to be of service to me. There's a lot of events transpiring, world altering events, and you need to be prepared to serve.
Like drinks?
No, not drinks.
Oh,
To
okay.
serve, to serve my goals and my goals and things that I want to accomplish. When these things
Oh,
happen, there will be some opportunities for both of us to be very rich and powerful men.
rich and powerful. I just want friends. I don't really care about any of that other stuff.
Well,
But
I
what's the things? What's the things though?
I can't say, I'm not at liberty to say. Quite literally, this realm binds me from saying certain things. Don't know why. Don't know why the gods have it set it that way. It's something to do with like omens and shit. Who cares?
They're jerks. They're jerks. They like to just be mean to people. That's pretty much it.
From what I could ascertain, there's several greater evils are attempting to rise in power, and I feel as though those greater evils will come to a head, and that type of clash is unprecedented. There hasn't been a clash like this, even like early creation. So this is big,
Huh. Okay. And
and
what am I supposed
it seems you found yourself in the epicenter of it. It seems
to?
like by the
Not on
company that you keep.
purpose. Not on purpose. I didn't do that on purpose. That wasn't my fault. Somebody else did that. It wasn't me.
Well, I would just say, based on the company that you keep, be on your guard. Think of yourself, protect yourself. That's ultimately what matters. Otherwise, you're useless to me if you're dead.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, like, can you leave, or do I have to like shoo you away.
I have no idea. I don't even know how I got here. Some crazy 1.5-headed lady just touched my damn face, and I touched hers, and now you're telling me that I did something, or that there's some people that are gonna be jerks or something. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. I'm gonna be honest. I
Okay,
was
you're giving me a headache. Go. And he waves his head, and like he sent your body off, like flinging out the room, and everything's just like a motion blur. And like you just like wake up back into yourself with the lady still touching your face, and she like falls to the ground behind the desk, or behind the table. She falls to the ground. She's like,
as she's falling. As her hand comes away from my face, I was attempting to lick her hand
Mhm.
in an attempt to like get her to stop touching my face. But she falls to the ground, so it basically just looks like me going, eh.
"Oh God, oh God, I'm so." There's one like, hold on.
This is wild.
There's one
Hey, quick
person.
question.
There's one person who saw that, and they're like mortified. But they're like, "What kind of kinky shit is going on in this shop?" And they run out. They don't even pay for anything. They just run out.
Wait, how far is the brothel from the tavern?
It's right next door to each other.
My divine sense is 60 feet. That means that I could have sent something from
Um,
next door as well.
you sense. Hmm, would you would have sensed that? I don't think. I don't think the 60 feet would have covered the range of like how close the buildings are.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
All right,
No.
yeah. All right, no
Um,
problem.
but like, yes, Brock. She falls to the ground. She's like, "Child, what did you do
I
to
will help.
me? What
I
did you
will help.
do to me?"
What'd you do to me? You touched my face. I thought we were like, is that how? Do you handshake like that where you come from?
Are
That
are
seems like a
you
weird greeting.
are you gifted?
Well, I mean, I am probably a little bit bigger than average, but I wouldn't say gifted.
Oh,
That is a Brock answer. It's a very Brock answer.
She her eyes open, like all four of her eyes open wide because she has like literally another head. She's like, but then she doesn't even compose herself because she's freaked out about what she saw. Um, she says, I saw my childhood. I saw the days in the woods where I would run away from the wolves. And she starts rocking back and forth like that connection y'all had. She wasn't expecting you to grab her face, but like that some type of interference happened where she got a taste of her own medicine when she does that to people. So she experienced something as well. You feel like
I'll sit down next to her and like I'll just be there, but I won't like try to invade her space to just kind of like help her calm down. Should I do a persuasion roll for that or?
uh persuasion, or I'll even say mm, persuasion. Yes,
All right.
I was going to say medicine, but I'm like, nah.
Okay, that's a 19 plus 8, 27.
Um, you sit there, you don't say nothing, but your presence does. Your presence does comfort her for a little bit. She doesn't regard you in any like meanness or evil way. She just like it takes her like a few minutes to compose herself, and then she gets back up. It's like you, my child, are something special.
Oh. My mom used to say that, but it didn't seem like a compliment coming from her.
No,
But it does from you. So thank you, I
it's
think.
it's because what I say is true. You have great power in you. Whether you use it for good or evil is your choice.
Oh, I just use it to have fun.
A noble cause indeed. And like you talk to her for a few minutes, and then she sells you whatever you want. She does have wares, so I know you came here for like items specifically.
I came for a specific item. I'm looking for a bag of holding.
She would have one of those. She has like three in stock. What's a typical bag of holding cost? Let me see.
Probably between 250 gold and 500 because it's an uncommon item. But I would try to haggle her down for like a face holding discount because
She will definitely give you that discount because she didn't like what she experienced her damn self. So she's like, okay, you know what? Maybe I should stop. Maybe I should stop grabbing people's faces and telling their future. Um, so she does give you a discount. It'll cost 150 gold.
perfect, perfect. Uh, I'm gonna get a pencil right quick.
Uh, yes, but like wild. Y'all not even like 2 hours in, and there's a bunch of shit that's already happened. Thank you for
Mhm.
making
Yeah.
today easy for me. Um,
What's up? What
Nothing.
happened?
You're fine.
Oh, good.
And
Don't worry, you can always count on. Oh, sorry.
no, you're fine. What were you gonna
No,
say?
I'm saying you can always count on a paladin and a warlock to make the session interesting.
And is that all the I should be getting from her?
Yeah, that was I don't know if like she's offering anything either. So all I was coming in was a bag of holding, but
So here's the thing. She has like a section for apothecary type of stuff. That's what she mainly does. But her shop she does that like for festival reasons. She doesn't like she does that for like parties. Like if she's only selling apothecary stuff, she only does that like seasonally. She does sell apothecary stuff, but like they're just like very like basic things that you wouldn't have use for. Um, the other stuff that she sells are just like wands, arcane focuses, things of that nature. Just like very basic items.
okay.
Like she'll have like what a flask of that fire. I forgot what that fire is called.
Alchemist fire.
Yes, alchemist. She sells alchemist fire. She has a bunch of shit like that, like really basic cheap stuff like that. Well, I don't think
Oh,
alchemist fire is cheap, but
a wand of magic missiles, perhaps.
uh, let me see. It is uncommon. So I'd say the cost would be it's uncommon. The cost would be like 80 50 80 between 50 and 80 gold. I'd say 80. I'll say 80.
I'll buy that. Okay, wand of magic missile. And I will thank her for the interesting experience and the items,
Mhm.
and wish her a good day.
The eyes that you see on top of the other head, it just like blinks at you twice, like in acknowledgement. She's not doing that. That head has like a mind of its own. Anyways, yes, you leave. If we cut from there, we're back at. Let's see what Hans is doing. Well, actually, point of contention. Do you, Kriv and Zira, do you guys attempt to follow this person, or you're just glad to have him out of your hair?
Crib is glad to have him gone.
Yeah, I would be. Uh, hmm. Let me see. Yeah, I would just be glad to have him gone. I don't think I have anything in my possession that would allow me to spy on him.
I think that I'd just be watching like the building from a distance, like through the window, seeing what they're doing.
Uh,
Wait, what does my blue candle do again?
one more time.
What is that blue can? I have in my list. Oh! I don't. We don't know yet. It was a blue candle. It was that I got from the prison.
Hmm. Yes, as far as you know, it's just a regular candle, but you took it. It's a ritual candle,
Mm-hmm.
so you can use that candle for rituals if you want. Um,
Gotcha.
so I need I need persuasion, not persuasion. I need a perception check from Hans and Kriv and Zarin. Are you by any windows?
Am I by what?
Probably,
You're asking them or me?
I'm asking them. Are you two by any windows?
I would probably be in my room at this point if it's in the evening.
Okay. It's still. I'd say it's like what. Well, that interaction was quick. I'd say it's still. It's still like one, 2ish, almost 2 o'clock, maybe 2:30. I'd say. So that much time has passed. I do want to say that also Brock roll that perception check as well as you're heading out.
Oh. Oh, okay. Gonna go horrible. No, I got a two minus one, so a one.
Oh God. So you don't okay? I'll let you know what you see or don't see. Whatever you want to get.
So this is
I got a
perception.
6.
Perception.
Got a 22.
Okay. Who else?
I think my modifier is a 2 for that one, so I got an 8.
Okay.
I got a perception of 12.
So Kriv is the only person that sees this. Kriv, you see the queen and her envoy walking amongst the streets. It's not unusual for the queen to walk amongst the streets, but you would never see her in the center of town near the tavern. She travels more so where the residential areas are to visit people instead of like she doesn't necessarily go around visiting businesses. She feel like that's not her place to like intercede people's places of enjoyment. Um, but you do see her walking in the center of town with her envoy. A few nights, you actually do see one paladin. You see the head wizard. That's like you see her head wizard. Um, and they're walking towards the tavern.
A quick question. Since I'm kind of like in the streets and this is happening in front of me, do I get advantage?
Um, yeah, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Thank you. Big 13.
So just one more, like just. Oh, we're both of them 13.
Oh no. The I rolled before, which was 12, and I rolled another one after you said I could do advantage, and I was 13.
Okay, got you. Yeah, you don't see. Well, I'll say this. You were too busy looking inside of the window at them to notice like the queen's envoy just like had passed you, and entered
Okay.
the tavern. So you were too busy like keep your eyes focused on those two. Um, but Griff, you see the queen come in and you see the queen approach both of you with her envoy. It's just like, okay, so Zarin, first of all, how are you? How are you? And how are you?
Hello.
Well, my lady.
Doing quite well.
So some some developments have occurred thanks to your friend Eska. She was able to release a message to me in turn, and in turn my sister. Um, it seems that there's a bit of treachery afoot with the prison, the supposed prison break. Um, as far as we know, there's been some type of collusion, and unfortunately, one of the cooks has been exposed for killing those guards, the guards, and has been exposed for helping the prisoner escape. They will be put to death for their crimes.
Why would a cook help someone to escape?
she seems to have a bit of an infatuation with the prisoner himself.
Wonderful. And do we have any word on where the prisoners are at currently?
So the big one that we're worried about, he enlisted the help of 2 or 3 other prisoners at that prison, and I can't strongly reiterate how dangerous this is. That prison that my sister has is supposed to be unescapable. Who knows what kind of convicted beings these are? Who knows what kind of power they hold? We fear that something. She hushes for a bit, takes a breath, closes her eyes, and then looks like regains her composure. I believe my sister is deeply in trouble with the council. These are just my feelings, but I don't know for sure. I don't know what possible things she could have done, but this seems a bit much. This seems a little even beyond her scope, regardless of how clever she is. This is a lot of this is not making sense.
And you want us to help solve the problem? Investigate
I
further.
Give me an insight check. Now, by this point, Hans, you do like you've been looking in the uh window, and you do see the queen talking to Zarin and Kriv.
Yes.
But what did you get?
I got an 11.
Kriv, roll me an insight.
Sorry. Okay.
Do I see that she's talking to the two of them, or do I just see the queen in there?
You are
12.
you are looking through the window. Um, I'd say this. If you want to roll an insight as well, you won't be able to hear anything, but you could like pick up on one.
Honestly, I think I'm just gonna go back inside the tavern.
Look,
Mm.
go for it, I guess. But that intimidation is still on you. It's only been a few minutes. It's been like 30 minutes. But like, go for it. You enter back into the tavern, but you see the queen talking to both of them, and she says, and she says, "Oh, by the way, you didn't notice something. You get the general feeling that she is like deep in thought about something, but you really can't place the vibe she's giving right now. It's a mixture of like one feeling you're feeling is that it's a mixture of sadness, but like there's something else there that's like troubling her, but you can't like pin down what it is. Um, she goes, "Do you think that family can lie to you?" And she asks for your personal opinion. Like she's asking in a tone of like not talk to you as a queen, but as a person seeking advice. Do you think family can lie to you?
Absolutely.
I think a better question would be, can family not lie to you?
Very wise. Well, I know you're in the service of my sister, but maybe there's something you could look into for me.
Is it?
Whatever it is, Your Highness.
I don't know how. She starts to tear up. I don't know how, but as I carry this child, I can't help but think of my children prior. And you guys, when she says that, you guys would have no idea that, like, if you're a recent resident of this town, you would have no idea because like it's kind of been hush hush. But like if you lived in the town for a long time, you would know that the queen did have two previous children.
Hmm.
So she says,
Filling in a little bit more.
she says, as I carry this child, I think of my previous children and my my two beloved. They're sadly gone and passed away. Um, I never got answers to their disappearances. And well, the one I saw their dead body, so I know one's dead. But like, I don't know what events led to their death. I don't. I, as far as we know, bandits killed and assaulted my youngest, and my sweet boy. He's gone missing and was reported dead. I don't know why I have a strong pull. And you see, like, she has like a stone as a necklace around her neck, and it's like Glimmerfolk. Like Glimmerfolk has like skin of like glitter. It's shimmering and glittering like her skin is, and it's like she places her hand on it, like almost about to cry. She's like, I don't know why I have a pull to look into this further, especially when I have a little one on the way, but I just can't get over this. Something about the events that are transpiring here. I don't know how they're connected, but I need to know for my own sake what happened to my children. And and she turns to Zara, and seeing as you were someone who looked out for my best interest, and she smiles at you at the festival, I feel as though I can place a bit of trust in you and Kriv. And your friend Eska has been very helpful as well. I would like to employ your services as well. Now, it seems that I would be essentially going against my sister Spec, who's effectively the High Queen, and I'm just a little queen. But I need to know what happened to my babies. And she looks to both of you for your responses.
Your confidence will not be misplaced, Jolie, my liege.
Consider it done.
By this point, Hans is walking back toward y'all.
I see him coming.
Yes,
Round
clear as day.
Round.
Yeah, me and my chain armor just like just like dangling out.
Do I see him as well?
I actually have chainmail right here, so I can kind of like simulate like
Yeah. So like,
that's all you could hear.
I heard it a little bit. So yeah, y'all see him. No roll needed, because like he's just coming straight towards y'all. Cause he's just coming straight towards y'all. Good luck.
I would like to warn you, Your Majesty.
Give me a second. Let me do something just to add to the immersiveness.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh god.
Oh, it's a coif. What gauge rings are those? What gauge rings are those?
I don't know. I just bought this off Amazon for like $20.
But yes.
Your Majesty, an enemy of the crown approaches.
Wait, what?
Oh my god. Oh, that's better than what Kurt was about to do. Go ahead.
It's a one-hit KO.
Oh my god.
Round 2's over.
When Zarin says that, the other paladin that's with the queen and her envoy and the knights look to the queen, and they have their weapons like readied. Like they haven't pulled them out yet. They're like, And the queen is like, wait, hold on. What's adding me to the crown? What do you mean? I need you to give me a persuasion check, please.
Wouldn't it be deception since
Yeah, it would be deception because I'm trying to
Deception.
help.
Yeah, it is a deception.
Hmm.
You do get that with advantage because goddamn. Um,
Can I tell that she's lying? That she's about to lie or no?
you would have to roll to see.
All right, so I have to roll to see if she's about to like lie.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that'd be like
All
a
right.
perception to see
Or
what she-
perception. I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, you know it's
17.
not- well, hold on. No, you. What am I saying? You know that she's lying to you because you're not. You don't feel like you're the enemy. So like,
but would he hear it or did I say it before he got there? Isn't that what he's rolling to find out? Like if
Yeah,
he
I'm rolling
heard
to
me
find
say it
out if
or
she would lie before
Yeah.
she would say anything.
yeah.
All right, I'd like to cast Zone of Truth centered around the entire convoy.
Oh, this is a lot. This is heavy. Yikes.
Hmm.
Read Zone of Truth for me, please. Now, as you look that up, point of contention from my players, Kriv, Sarah. It's not so
I
much.
just kind of. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Ooh,
I'll let you describe in just a second, but let me just like give them point of contention. As far as I know about the spell,
I have it pulled up if you want me to read it when you're done.
as far as I know of the spell, you just can't outright lie. That's all I'm saying.
okay.
So,
Wait, can I detect him casting it?
Do you have detect magic?
No, I mean like would it is it a verbal spell where like he would have to say it for and I would know
Oh
he's
yes.
casting
What?
that spell?
It's
it's a second level spell, casting time 1 action, verbal and somatic components, which means he has to talk and he's waving his hands around like a hilarious person.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to be in your
Also,
best interest after she just said that.
it's got a range of 60 feet, but an area of 15, 15-foot sphere, I believe. 10-minute duration, and it's a charisma save. You create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice within range until the spell ends. A creature that enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, the creature cannot speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw. An affected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth.
So what is the DC for that?
Oh, it's charisma. My spell save DC is
Because I'm
Would
rolling
be
for everyone, and y'all should probably get to rolling too.
8 plus charisma plus proficiency.
my saving throw is 14.
I'm burning my last luck spell for the day.
That is such a good feat. I love it.
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
Charisma
7.
saving throw?
between the Queen's envoy, the Queen is the only one who saved.
I got an 18.
What trait is the saving throw under?
Charisma.
Charisma, okay.
So, Hans, you know that the Queen is not affected by the Zone of Truth.
Okay. And I also know that Kriv isn't also affected.
Right.
But remember,
Yeah, while I'm doing this, I'd like to just, introduce myself to the Queen. Oh, of course, not a nat 20. Okay.
And it would be 26 with the.
But remember,
All right.
the next 10 minutes, every turn,
That's every
that-
6 seconds.
yes, every turn that they start in the zone, they have to make a charisma save.
So they have to every turn. So here's what I'll do.
And Crib's like, no.
Every turn. Well,
Damn.
here's the thing. We're not.
God, you're top.
Here's the thing. We're not in initiative. So do I just count 6 seconds?
Yeah, 6. I think you should just make it where everything they say, then they have to make a save after that. For every sentence they say. So this sentence they could lie, but then the next sentence if they fail.
What do y'all think? How should we delegate this?
Make it by statement, not by sentence, because that can
Yeah,
it's a little bit harder to
Yeah,
check.
6 seconds. Like a statement is like about a 6 seconds length, right?
Right. So if somebody is talking, so like if I'm filibustering right now, this whole time I'm just talking, I'm saying things and whatnot. When I stop, that's the statement. The next time I start again, new roll.
Okay, and that's how we'll keep track. So yeah, everyone in the envoy failed except for the queen. And Kriv and Alyssa are not affected. You know they're not affected.
yeah. So I just kind of walk up to the Queen's envoy and I just say, "Hello there. My name is Hanako Drusu, and I was sent over by the Church of Mishika to offer my assistance for the recent situation that's been going on in the kingdom. And I know this is the Queen, right?
You notice the queen, yes?
Yeah. My Majesty, I have come over to offer my assistance, and I can see that there was a previous misunderstanding with these two people right here. I was under the impression that they were.
She speaks up. What misunderstanding?
Well, I look at them and I just want to see like their faces real quick.
Crib looks like he wants to like immediately punch you in the face. His face is very hard and almost twisted. He's very angry that he has to see you again.
And what about Allie?
Zarin is giving annoyed but expressionless, kind of just like blank face, but like looking at you.
Well, you see, as a paladin, I have a natural divine sight that allows me to point out various creatures and power sources that have anything to do with fiends, undead, anything of that nature.
She stops
and
cut him off like right.
She holds her hand up right there. The queen does. She says, "That's typical of a paladin."
Yes, and I saw with these two individuals, I saw a dark fiendish radiance
Hold on.
emanating off.
I would cut him off like right then and there. I'm gonna subtle cast a spell. I'm gonna subtle cast.
Can I roll for perception?
No.
Oh, this is Harry.
Subtle cast gets rid of all components, somatic and verbal, which means no. You would have no clue.
Yeah,
You
to
would have
you,
no
she's
clue.
just breathing.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I just need to figure out which spell it. I'm gonna
Holy shit!
She's got y'all's lives in her hands.
You really do.
But here's the thing.
Whoever says curse words were an OP.
Have an out, but you really do have our lives in your hand.
Here's the thing. She
Okay.
regards Kriv and Zarin. So like you have to really do convince the queen. Like what you're saying is.
Oh no, I know. Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's why I'm saying it's a misunderstanding.
What'd you get?
I'm gonna cast control person.
Damn, you fucked up.
And I'm gonna command that he go for her throat.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
Damn, you trying to kill my character?
I tried not to.
Yeah, let me see what control person does. Let me see if I can find a loophole real quick.
Oh shit!
So would he know that he would have to make a saving throw because it's subtle spell?
I'm letting you know that I get double proficiency in this for the saving throw. Because I have proficiency in wisdom, and I also have aura protection on me. That means I get.
So you get your charisma. So it's not expertise, but you are adding your charisma to your saves.
Yeah, which is basically my yeah.
So do I have to roll as well?
No,
No.
he has.
But you subtle spelled, so like he
Okay.
knows that that spell was cast.
Yeah, but he still gets a saving throw because it's the saving throw isn't based on whether he knows the spell is being cast. It's based on the fact that it's affecting him.
Got you. Okay. Makes sense. So yes, you would still roll your saving throw.
If he was trying to counterspell it, he wouldn't be able to because he wouldn't know it's being cast.
Got you. That makes more sense.
Wait, control person isn't that 5th level?
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Well, I read the wrong one. Command is I have command.
Yeah, that one I think is a first level or a second level. It's first.
This
You still need to speak the word because it says you need to speak a one-word command.
All she has to do is say kill.
Yeah, but everyone would notice that though if someone says kill.
I think because
Can I
she
whisper
has
it?
the silent spell, pretty much she's just saying it in her mind.
yeah, it's,
Yeah, that actually I think the one word command is part of the verbal component. I'm not.
it is part of the verbal component. I remember that specifically.
Check.
Okay, and he has to do a wisdom saving throw.
So that makes sense. You would probably just say it in your mind because you subtle spell and get rid of that component if you needed to say the command.
I don't see any options for like hitting him because the only options that's listed over here is let's see. You might issue a command more than oh, okay. Never mind.
It's okay. We got plenty of time.
Okay, what's your spell save DC?
Alyssa,
Wait, how do I know what that is?
you will go to your spell section of your character sheet and it should say spell save DC.
Oh,
I think yours is 14, if I remember correctly.
I don't see. Is it mine? Wait,
It should
I
be
don't
like,
see one.
hmm.
I
I,
see saving throws. I see the actual traits. I don't see. I see perception, like passive
What's your charisma?
wisdom.
It's
My
your
charisma is 6.
Wait,
no,
she's a sorcerer, right?
Hmm.
so it'll be 8 plus your proficiency plus your charisma modifier. That's going to be your spell save DC.
yes.
Okay, so you said
Wait,
8
so if
plus.
it's a 6, that means it's a negative.
No, right. I think what Alyssa's doing is adding their charisma and their proficiency together.
Sorry.
Oh, okay,
Okay, so
okay.
my main number is 17
Okay.
in my charisma, so it would
So,
be
yeah.
17.
So it'd be your
23, let's go.
Your charisma modifier would be a 3. Your proficiency is a 3, so that's 6 plus 8 is 14. That would be your DC saving throw.
I
Is
was
14.
right. I was right. Yes. So
Okay.
Yeah.
what happens if he passes the charisma saving throw? The spell doesn't work?
It just doesn't work.
It fizzles.
Would I know that she cast it after she cast it on me?
You would know that you were under an effect. You just wouldn't know where it came from.
Right.
It'd be like you would feel something in your head trying to like persuade you to do something, and you resisted it, but you don't know where it came from because you didn't see anyone cast anything. There was no verbal or somatic components or anything like that.
So what I would say is that you felt like a presence, a dark presence, just like you felt like a shadow hand just like tried to like crush your skull, but then like it just kind of fizzled out. You don't see this, but this is what it feels like to you. You picture it in your mind's eye.
Yeah. And I just say, my queen, I've gotten word that a certain situation happened over here. There was a what was that?
I had a question about something.
Go ahead.
I remember with the subtle spell, I can't use it again until I rest, or do I get to? I can use it. I can use the the sorcery points twice, and I can use this. Can I cast another spell subtly?
It depends on
What
how
I'm
many
thinking.
It depends on how many sorcery points you have. Once you run out of sorcery points, you have to complete a long rest, I believe.
Okay. Well, I had all
So,
of my. I would have all of them because we
so
hadn't
how it
done
works
anything since the rest.
how it works in total is that you have a number of sorcery points equal to your level. So you currently have 6 right now, right? It
Yes.
costs, I believe, 1 to use subtle spell. So that would put you at 5, which you would have between long rests. However, you can, through Font of Magic, sacrifice a spell slot, and there is a chart that shows you how many sorcery points you would get back for sacrificing a spell slot
Hmm.
to get back sorcery points without having to go for a long rest.
Right.
Subsequently, you can also burn sorcery points to get back spell slots of a certain level based on that chart. So, just so you understand, that's kind of how the Font of Magic thing works with the sorcery points.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Thank you.
So yeah, you have 5 more points to spend before you need to either rest or burn a spell slot or whatever.
And you guys are not in initiative. I will say. So I'd say everyone roll another round of charisma saving throws.
How do I end up missing How do I end up missing these situations?
I don't know.
You're
17.
always like out getting drunk.
Hey, there's benefits.
No.
2.
Benefit to being out getting drunk,
So the
not
queen,
being
Nat 20.
you know that the queen failed her check. Um, the wizard failed his check. The head paladin that's with her failed his check. There are 2 guards that no, there's 1 guard that passed that succeeded. 1 knight failed. Another knight failed. Uh, what was your spell save DC for that spell? Another
I just found spell save DC on my sheet is written down as 14.
yeah.
Now I don't know if this was.
No,
that would be correct.
that'd be
Because it's 8 plus your charisma modifier plus your proficiency, which would equal 14 because 8 plus 3 plus 3.
Gotcha.
Another knight succeeded.
Well, my
And
proficiency in charisma is 6.
No. So your proficiency in the saving throw is a bonus of 6, right?
Oh, gotcha.
That is for when you roll to save against a spell. You have a
Gotcha.
plus 2 roll.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
and then another guard succeeded. So there's 3 there's a knight and 2 guards that succeeded in the envoy. Who succeeded or failed amongst the party?
I failed. I got it 2.
Okay.
How recognizable are spells? Like, for instance, if I were to cast Crown of Madness, part of the spell is that it makes like a crown of like horns appear upon your head in madness. Would it people in the party recognize that is a specific spell that's like cast upon you, or would they just see that as like, oh, this is evil magic that we need to like be afraid of?
Are you muted?
Yeah, we
John, you're
can't.
muted.
You're pressed to talk.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No,
Crown of Madness.
I would say if somebody has an adequate knowledge of Arcana, and I do believe that there is a wizard in that party with the queen, I believe that she would know what Crown of Madness looks like.
They
Crown
would,
of Madness is pretty
especially
much like
they're a high level wizard. They
Yeah.
would notice. They would notice.
Well, what Crown of
Okay,
Madness does, 1 humanoid of your choice you can see within range must succeed a wisdom save or become charmed by you for the duration. While the target is charmed in this way, a twisted crown of jagged iron appears on its head, and the madness glows in its eyes, which means everyone would be able to see it just suddenly
Yeah.
appear.
right, and that wouldn't even the subtle spell part wouldn't affect that. I'm assuming.
No. It would only
That is the spell.
affect the fact that nobody would actually know where it's coming from unless somebody already had detect magic active at the time to be able to see
So no one would know it was you, but it's still risky because like
Yeah.
the envoy will have to act.
Okay,
All right.
so I'm gonna cast Ray of Sickness then to interrupt him subtly.
Oh,
Wouldn't so
okay.
wait, aren't I in a crowd? So if you use Ray of Sickness, would that affect everyone?
Let me double check. I think
There's
that's
a
an
lot
attack.
happening right now. Just a lot happening right now. Uh, I do want to see like what is everyone saying to each other because this is the zone of truth that you're in for 10 minutes. So is anyone speaking or is it just silence? And y'all just looking at each other
I
crazy.
hadn't said
No, no.
anything.
I actually want to speak. I want to ask the queen a question. I want to take advantage of the fact that I know that she's under the control, and I would just like to say, I've come to aid my existence. Can you possibly give me information, Your Majesty, on what's going on?
Before you answer, a ray of sickening greenish energy lashes out towards the creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target.
And that
So it's not like a cone effect; it just targets one person.
oh
However, just as a note, it is a ray, which means it is coming
It's coming
from
back
your
to you.
direction. So even if you spell that shit,
And
it's
I would
going.
say that she would have disadvantage, and if she fails, she'd have to make another roll to see if she hits someone else by accident.
I agree with that.
Question. Let me not cast Ray of Sickness. You know what? Let's hold off on that. You just asked her a question, right? You asked her what? What did you ask her?
I asked her if she had any information for me regarding recent events that happened in the kingdom because we got a posting in the church.
Okay, so I would. Hmm.
But the
Kriv would
queen
probably say, Kriv, after he says that, Kriv will probably parrot, "Careful, Your Majesty. If he suspects any mysticism on you, he may try to forcibly extract information from you. And that is not a lie.
the queen
But
regards
that
you.
is what you tried to do.
The queen regards you and she nods, but she still answers. The things that are happening in the kingdom are of royal business. You are not someone who I have employed, so I have no reason to tell you anything.
Wait, so like, quick question. You said before I got my information somehow. How did I get it?
You got it from essentially the queen's sister. That
Yes, but
you didn't get it from the queen's sister specifically. The queen's sister, she's the high queen, and she
okay.
in her province she employs like some paladins to like act as police. You don't see that here in this city. Um, you're very much so like it's basically like I'll use Chicago as an example. It's basically like when Chicago contracts a company of security workers to work
I would assume.
in
Oh,
like
sorry.
it's like my city of Chicago employs like a private company to have their security officers maintain like warehouses and stuff like that. It's like that. It's a similar situation going on
All
with
right.
your order, and
I
that
would assume. I would assume that if they were to send me out specifically to do this job, I would get a royal decree, like some sort of letter from the queen.
Makes sense.
yes, you would. You would have.
Makes sense.
Um,
As I pull it
let's
out and
see.
I just show her.
Let me message you something real quick.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Uh,
Oh, wait, can I keep going?
Go ahead.
I just kind of pull it out and I show her, but Your Majesty, the High Queen gave me this contract directly. Like I said, I I don't come here with any intent if that's the impression you get from me. I am a paladin of the Church of Mishakal. I simply come to give my assistance.
Does this like have like an official seal or anything on it?
Give me 1
Would
second.
this have an official seal?
So, Hans, for the question you just asked me, you would have to roll insight based on the situation that's happening now, and that will give you your answer. That's not something that you would be privy to unless you're just observing like the current situation now, and which would be very plausible that could be the case. And especially based on how the queen has been responding to you thus far.
Okay. Wait. What statement are you talking about?
The question that you just asked me. In regards to the question
Oh,
you just asked me.
you mean like what I messaged you?
Yeah.
No. That's just like what he's assuming.
You can make that assumption, but like in order to like
Yeah.
be concrete in that would have to come through a roll. Um. Okay, so where
I have
were
a
we?
question.
Yes,
The letter, a letter from like the queen, that would have like a way of telling that it's an official letter, right?
it would.
Like,
It would
how would a
have
person know that it's an official letter from the royalty?
actually based on what I just had to confirm real quick. Ugh, shit. You would not see an actual seal, but this letter does look very orderly. It
So I'm
doesn't.
saying what
Yeah.
I'm saying,
And
like
I
a,
would assume.
an official letter from the queen would have something on it to make it people know that it's like a, just like, you know how, like we have like dollar bills and we know that they're real because they're not like counterfeit. What
on
would the
this
queen be
on this
looking at?
on him
Well,
on the paper that she hands the queen, y'all's
yeah.
y'all's queen. She looks at it and she says, there's no official. This is nice. This is very nice, paper, but this doesn't seem official to me.
Oh,
Um, I'm gonna roll something real quick.
Are you saying it doesn't or it does?
Does it? Ooh. Um, and when she says that, you can tell the queen slipped up, and you can tell that she just lied to you.
Well, I mean, she can't lie because she failed the saving throw.
Oh, that's right.
So she can't lie. So I would assume that under that point, the magical effect would take place, and she would just say straight up, "Yeah, this is real."
Yeah, she
wait.
just
So I'm saying, so there
yeah.
is, so there are things she can look at to determine if it's a real letter.
She 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 says, but despite it not
So I think,
despite not having a official seal, this is like because she did just try to tell the lie. Uh, it would say she would say like this is a letter from my sister. I don't know if she had someone write it for her or not, but this does come from her court.
okay,
And I
but
could
see,
tell that
I
she
think
was
that's
about to lie.
Mm-hmm.
but see, that's the question I'm asking. Basically, because this is what I was thinking. I
Mm-hmm.
was going to cast major illusion on the piece of paper to make it look counterfeit. So I'm trying to
Well,
find out, is there something specifically on it that she would have been able to like know?
You see, but if you cast it, like she picks up something, the paper just changes right in front of her.
Not only that, but you would have to know what an official
what
document
perfect, right?
looked
And
like.
you don't
Fair,
live in that province. You don't know what
fair.
their iconography is.
Yeah.
So yes, that you know that the queen just lied. The envoy looks at the queen nervously, and then they step in front of her. Like, I don't know what you try to like. One of the guards say, "I don't know. That's not affected. I don't know what you try to do here, but that's enough."
I
Continue,
I don't know.
continue
I put
forward.
both of my arms up.
Continue
I don't
forward,
know.
and you will be struck down. Be mindful of what you say.
But sir, I simply come to give my assistance. I don't know what's going on here, but I simply want to aid you.
The queen,
I
the queen speaks up. And she's like, "What exactly are you trying to help? We have
why?
people working
Because
on. We have people working very close in close proximity to the things that we do not need paladins from another providence snooping around familial business in regards to her. She's speaking in regards to her sister. As the Low Queen, I can't dismiss you. Mm,
I
As
understand, Your Majesty.
I can't dismiss you from my city, but she because she said the zone of truth. I can't I can't dismiss you, but I can only dismiss you so far. And she kind of grimaces as she said that because she can't necessarily like say a lie at this moment. So like she's clarifying that like I can remove you from my city, but like she's pissed that like she's announcing to you a commoner. She could refer that you interrogating her. She thinks lowly of you at this moment, and she's just like, wow, she may be the nicest sister. They're both mean. Um, she's like, I don't have to detail anything to you specifically. You report to my sister. Your station is with my sister. Anything you're looking for in this city would be kind of foolish for you to do. There's nothing for you here.
Can I roll an insight check real quick?
Yes. And while this is happening, does anyone say anything else? I want to give Criv and Zara the floor.
I would be quiet because I can just sense
7.
it. I can sense it. I'm not going to be like speaking voluntarily.
Okay.
No, first, pretty much, Kriv has positioned himself by the envoy. Kriv would have like positioned himself by the envoy in front of the queen, and also like subtly pulled Zarin with him to be like, "We're defending her from you," to give off that implication.
Yes. What did you get on that roll? You said 7?
Yeah,
I got a 13.
Who
she
got
just looks
13?
pissed.
Yeah, she
Oh, wait,
looks
you said
pissed.
insight?
Yes,
All
insight.
right. I
Uh,
take back the paper from her hand and
okay, and I got an 18.
I just say, I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I don't mean to intrude. However, if you could you point me to the direction of your sister's castle? Maybe I would be more accommodated over there in my services.
You very much know where her sister's castle is.
Oh, I do? Oh, okay. I thought I was just like some lost guy, like wandering the streets, not knowing anything.
No, you very much know where, but you specifically you got orders to like you know what your orders are and you haven't said them. You know exactly what your orders are.
Okay.
So yes, you know what.
I just. Okay. And did I get Cribs and Zaren's name by any chance?
They haven't said it at any point.
All right. I just kind of take the paper from the queen and I just say, I bid you a good day, Your Majesty, as I bow to her. And I walk out of the tavern, make my way over to the High Queen's estate.
Okay. At that point, the tension kind of goes away. The zone of truth follows. Um, you you guys are left to your own devices at this moment. The envoy like consoles the queen and talks to the queen. They're kind of huddled around her, so Criv and Zarin, y'all kind of like are pushed out of the way, not by any like malicious intent. It's just like they're trying to like check in with the queen and see what she wants to do.
Mm.
The High Wizard, Pomodora, you don't know their name, but like this is a very famous like very big deal wizard. You never met him before, but like anyone knows that this wizard is like the big deal. He comes up to you. Hello, hi Wizard Promlodoria. Um, I don't know what happened here. It seems you have a great deal of knowledge about that gentleman that was just approaching us.
A bit, I would say, looking at Krev. He harassed us earlier. And
Do
I
you
don't know if you could
suspect?
tell
Do
him.
you, do you suspect that this is the man who tried to put the hit out on the queen?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was. I mean, did you notice how he cast the what was the name of the spell?
Zone of
For
truth.
truth.
The Sword of
Zone of Truth.
Truth? Oh,
Zone
Zone
of
of Truth.
truth.
Did you notice how he cast a truth-telling spell on us?
Yes, I noticed.
And
This
then
is
proceeded to ask the queen questions.
this is very this is very serious indeed.
Obviously not to be trusted.
The the queen obviously has divulged some information about her sister. I guess you know their wishes, and she asks at this time for some subtlety into how you go about things next. If you're going to be working with her in tandem with her sister, essentially you are double agents at this point. We have to steady your steps.
Would you like us to go after him?
He looks to the head knight and one of the head guards that guards the castle. We're not sure. We would say if you think it's within your best interest to pursue him, do so.
Han walks a little bit fast.
I look over at Krev.
Kriv is gonna like pretty much like reach in his side and flash you his stone mask. He's just gonna whisper to you, "Discretion is my specialty."
Noted.
The queen breaks away from the envoy after discussing with them. She has given them very strict instructions. You see her moving her hand a bit, like she's really stern when she wants to be, and she's using that sternness now because something that happened was very degrading to her, and she's not standing for it. Um, she comes back to you guys and says, "That man is trouble. I don't know what his deal is. I don't know what he's looking to find out. And regardless of how I feel about my sister and what possible trouble she might be in, that's still my sister. I will protect her if I have to. I should be the one holding my sister accountable, no one else." And she,
Just let us know, Your Majesty. We are happy to be at your service.
I will not resort to cruelty because that's something my sister would have done, would have had that man killed on the spot. I'm not above it, but I'm obviously different from her. We will keep eyes on him. I have instructed my people to maintain a patrol on where he is and seek out any information to what kind of decree that my sister told them. And, she says your friend Eska. When you see her, you probably should speak more with her because she is the one who relayed the information about the cook and everything that took place at the prison thus far. They went back to the prison and did a little bit more digging and talked. Apparently, she talked to some of the people there besides the two guards that were there previous. I was told they were there previous. Um, who would have knew that the answer to my sister's issues would come from the kitchen?
Eska? Hmm. Maybe they aren't totally useless.
Kriv is gonna laugh when you say that. He's gonna chuckle.
She seems like a sweetheart and a gentle giant, if you will. I do think she is an asset to you.
Hmm. Well, if you insist that we bring her along, Your Majesty, I
She's
believe that can be arranged.
she breathes brief, like she like inhales briefly and just exhales for this day forth until my investigation that I'm doing myself, separate from my sister, and she winks at both of you, is concluded. I will no longer be walking amongst the people, which saddens me, but it's a matter of my safety.
Understandable.
And the envoy leaves. Oh shit. What do y'all do next? I'd say by this point I'd say it's like 4:50. It's like almost 5 o'clock. Sun's about to go down.
I would go to read my book. I want to, because I have to read like 80 hours for it to gain the benefits. I would go read my book some.
Do a thing.
Kriv would probably
Quick question. When I left the tavern, you said I knew where the castle is. How far is the castle from the tavern?
This is not within the same city. This is a whole different province you have to go back to. There are some teleportation like ways you can get to that castle. It's not hard. They're just like
Um,
simple teleportation spots where you go to like go to the place where you want to go if it's like more than a few miles away.
where do I what's the closest one?
The closest one would be like outside of the city behind like it's outside of the city. The city's walls are like huge, so it would be like amongst the walls towards like the furthest west side of the city. It'll be by
All
like
right.
a mountain and some rocks and some trees covering it. But
How long would it take for me to get there?
the city's huge. It would take you about an hour. It would take you about an hour to on foot to get there. The city's huge and it's walled off.
All right, yeah. So I guess I kind of just like rush my way over there.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So that'll take you an hour to get there. A couple things happen. Saren and Kriv. Kriv, what are you doing, by the way?
Kriv is going to get a big mug of ale, go to his room, and start reading his book all about that he bought about fallen houses.
Okay. Um. Okay.
Because he's trying to see if this book has the house Daystar in it.
So, Zarin, as you're reading the book, you feel a slight shift in the room, but like as you pick your head from the book, you really don't see anything. Uh, you see a diamond in the middle of the floor.
Oh.
So you see a diamond. Don't know how it got there. You just see a very precious stone in the middle of the floor.
Sure. I would reach out to pick it up.
You get a good feeling that that was the right choice, and that's all you know. Um,
Hmm.
Kriv, you
Mhm.
look through the book and you see fallen houses before. You see you see like rumors of like houses that used to exist, but there hasn't been evidence for that yet. You see houses for you see like confirmed houses that have fallen. You do see Daystar in there. Um you see what are you looking to find?
He's just trying to figure out what who they are and where they come from because of the birthmark that's on his chest. Thune, that's all Thune could dig up for him
Mm.
because Krivers wanted to know what this is. And all he found out was just try Daystar. That's as far as he got. So that's where Kriv is going to see if he might know, to see if he could find more information about who House Daystar was.
So what you see, but what you do see is that the Daystar line consisted of very highly technological, in-depth people. Um, they specifically worked with like technology, but with like imbuing it with magic, or creating constructs with magic, or things of that nature. It's just they're very good And it's this page is generally giving the general history of what the Daystar name means to the rest of the world. It means that they essentially made a mark by creating really good and also questionable things for the world. Though those questionable things are more so just like opinions of the council, not so by everyday people in the world. Um, for the most part, you see in that book that the council often regarded the Dave Stars as not a problem until like recent recent years where you know they fell out of like their wealth and power.
Okay.
That's just like the first summary. That go I'd say that goes for like on for like 2 or 3 chapters, just that general information. It is like tidbits and stuff like that, but those are not that's more so not so important.
Gotcha. So he's getting on the right track, but he still needs to find out more.
Hmm.
Gotcha. Okay.
In
Now,
terms of, let me do one more thing. Zarin, you are studying the book, attuning to it. You don't have to sleep because you are of elven descent, essentially. Uh, so you are trancing along with like reading your book. Um, you're not. You feel the book is like mocking you in ways, but your infatuation of it prevents you from being like upset at like the book like laughing at you. Essentially, you audibly hear the book laughing at you as you read it. So like it's a general feeling of like you're not making good headway. You are making headway, but like it feels like you're not getting power fast enough. You want power at this moment, and you're not understanding. It's frustrating to you right now. You want to be able to use this book.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Brock over here. Brock, what's Brock into up at the late evening?
Is going back to the brothel to be security and just be the general life of the party, and hanging out
So
with friends.
tonight's theme at the brothel is like it's kind of like a costume type of thing. They're dressing up as various fey creatures, just for like as a kinky thing for like for their company. And yeah, that's what's
I'm
happening.
gonna, I'm gonna, in order to make some money, I'm gonna start a like an arm wrestling thing where I'm going to summon an undead skeleton that I'm gonna arm wrestle with, and it's gonna beat me a few times, and then it's gonna take a dive.
Oh god, okay, that's fine. That's
some
completely
party
fine.
tricks.
And that's how I'm gonna make gold. Any gold that I make from like the job itself or like the joke or anything from earlier, I'll share with the rest of the workers and whatnot and buy rounds of drinks for
Should,
people.
should,
But
should,
this
should I
venture is me.
should I just make you roll a so
It'd be
the
deceptive.
yeah, go ahead,
It-
go for it.
Alright. Okay, natural 20 plus 8.
Oh yeah.
Look, you're doing phenomenal. You're making buku bucks. Like when I tell you you're making cash. Like yeah.
beating my beating my own summons in an arm wrestling contest.
Like this is the most entertainment. Like this is something different from like people. Really, truly, people are not even going to the girls, which is fine because like the girls like a break every now and again. They're not even going to the girls at this point. Like a group of people is just watching, and the majority of them from earlier in the evening are still here. They're just watching you arm wrestle and paying you to see you arm wrestle.
Nice, perfect.
Let me see something real quick. I'm gonna roll something. About I'd say every like 10 to 20 minutes, you're making about 7 gold.
Making off.
Nice. Nice.
So you're making about 7 gold every 10 to 20 minutes. I'd say 10 minutes, yeah. Because people just enjoy you. You're like the best person they've hired.
Nice. Very nice. So I'll do that for because the spell lasts for an hour. I have 2 spell slots before I have to do an hour long rest. So I'll basically do that for 2 hours every other hour.
Got you. Just have that. I have that calculated up correctly, and that's yours to keep.
Nice. So
That's 84 gold every 2 hours, man.
yeah. And we'll say we'll do that for like a total of like 9 hours. So it'll be 3 times 84. So that's going to be what, 332?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice.
And
Make
I will say for Han, what are you getting up to tonight?
I'm just trying to make my way over to the Queen's Castle because all I know is Queen's acting kind of sus. Yeah.
So you make it to the teleportation stone. Um, you know how to activate it. People, it's magic. It's a magical world. People
Yeah.
know how to activate shit. It's fine. Um, you're transported there. You're in the province of Numero, where that's like the city providence. Essentially, it's a citywide providence. Um, you go to like the teleportation sends you directly at the steps of the Queen's Castle, the High Queen.
All right. I go up to the guards in front of the castle.
Let me see. They say, "What business do you have here?" They very stern and straight. They're rigid.
Hello there. I come over to this beautiful city of Numero today to come see a council with the Queen. I come from the Holy Order of Mishakal, and I pull out my document. We had gotten a contract from the Queen herself, royal decree, if you may. If you were
Yes.
kindly.
Yes. We've seen a bunch of you around the city lately. Not sure what the Queen has use for paladins for. She usually despises them, but she's found use of you guys. Um, yes, we know of your order's leadership as well. Go right ahead.
All right. Thank you very much, and may the goddess look over you as
And
I go up.
they nod, and as you walk in, um, you know where the Queen's quarters are. You've been here before. Like your whole order has been like contracted by them. Y'all have been here.
Okay.
So you're the one of the only or like few people that can just like go straight up to the Queen's quarters if you wanted to.
All right. I'll just go straight up.
Okay. Um, the door's closed, but you can knock if you like.
I just go on.
Oh, you don't knock?
Paladins don't knock.
Oh,
it's a no knock. He's got a no knock warrant.
I got a paper, bro. That's all I need. I got the paper.
This is the queen that will execute you on the spot too.
Trying to execute.
Okay. Maybe I knock a little bit and then just open the door.
she's standing there. She's in her royal garb. It looks as though she was getting ready to put down for the night, but she's still in her royal garb. Um, she says, she says, uh, one of the paladins. This better be good.
Uh, yes, Your Majesty. I don't know if you remembered me, but I was in the convoy that came over that other time that you sent the decree to, and I have come to inform you of something.
I'm aware. I'm very aware. I know who you are. What do you want?
All right, thank you, Your Majesty. I happened to see your sister today. Passing by a tavern, and I remember you on this paper or in our orders you told us to remove anyone that we saw, to dispose of them, I believe was the wording.
That's
Anyways, I saw two individuals inside the tavern with her, and they knew about the prison break.
my sister
Wait,
thought my sister among herself took it upon herself to think that I needed some help. And while yes, I did ask her, it was mostly just to save face. We don't need anyone knowing about the prison break or what the details exactly. The council is going to put out a worldwide memo about what they've investigated. They are on my case about this prison break because it means something greater for the realms. But that's not of my concern. I don't care.
I'm kind of taken aback by what you just said.
This is not about doing the right thing. This is making sure that the kingdom stays strong. The council has the power to take me out of my position. I don't know what kind of power that is, but it's troubling to me.
I
The only thing I
understand.
could. She nods. The only thing I could think of in this moment is that we do some controlling of the narrative. Make sure we appear as victims in this situation, because it is my prison that I own, and as well, there's going to be some changes around here. And she sits down in her chair next to her bed. Tell your bosses to have the order around for some very important announcements to come. I think it's time to expand our reach.
What what do you mean by that?
In due time, you'll know. But I think it's time to actually give the world some news that I ordained for once.
Okay. Anyways, you have a good night. Would you like me to get the candles for you before I go? Or
She looks you up and down. 1 second.
Han's like, oh fuck, I'm getting executed. I know too much.
Uh, okay,
It
so
pays to
that
be oblivious.
uh, sh- give me a charisma check. Straight charisma.
Big 11.
She truly, like the look on her face. She truly, really doesn't regard you in any kind of way. You just see she's annoyed by you, but at the same time, it almost looks like she's contemplating something. Um, she says, "Why don't you sit with me? We can have a little bit more of a discussion."
Uh, may I stand, please?
Mm, I'm not sure.
Oh,
I
okay.
how
Hi.
how about this? And she she smirks a little bit as she gets up from the chair, walks towards you, and gets on her knees. And would you prefer this better? She says.
What?
Is that what you say? Is that what your character says?
Yeah.
What's happening?
That took a very, very interesting turn. I think I saw this on Pornhub once.
Yikes. She 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 chuckles at you. She's like, I will be having you for tonight.
Okay, bye bye. I leave and I close the door.
Perfect. I land. Perfect.
I get the fuck out of that castle as soon as I can.
Yes, you're just running past guards. Like,
Yeah, I'm bye.
With no 7th level spell slot, he manifests the ability to cast teleport just instantaneous.
so yeah, Han, based on what just happened, you get the feeling that the queen is a freak. Despite being mean as hell, she wants to fuck.
That's wild.
Yeah. So like, and she likes the discrepancy. So you get the general sense if you said that this happened to you after you just left the queen, like she already has mind to kill you because you just ran. But also, you get the feeling that discrepancy, being nondescript is like really, really, really the move right now. Because like, yeah, people should not be finding out the queen is just trying to get like the D from commoners or just like non royalty. Um, yeah. So, with that on that note, I will say that today's session is over with.
All right.
Wow.
Did he just win a boss fight by running away?
That was close.
Oh,
Yes, that was
Don't worry,
wild.
I was very much going to give Fade to Black, but I just wanted to like rustle y'all jimmies a little bit.
It
Damn,
did.
bro, yo, this motherfucking deadass just denied the queen.
Mhm.
The High Queen.
Yes.
I hope that doesn't
So-
come back on you.
She could
Also,
she could decree to have your whole bloodline wiped out. She's the High Queen.
just imagining him running out of the castle. I forgot the keys to my chastity belt.
Also, John, I'm
No.
sorry. It was not personal. It was just like, no, this guy's trying to investigate me and like out me to my employer. That I kind of tricked into being my employer. So you have to die, or not even die, but you have to
You gotta
take
go.
the fall on this one.
Right. I appreciate y'all for handling that like so maturely. Like, I live for all my players. Y'all handle it.
Yeah.
It gives really good story. Then when you have like players that could really mesh together and know what their characters will do, but they also being reasonable about it. I live for that. So thank you so much for that.
And John
Oh
was
yeah, it's
making big money
very
plays
yeah.
with like the whole cone of the zone of like truth. I was like, oh fuck.
That shit was like a
Yeah,
boom.
I was gonna roll an insight check, and then when she would tell me to leave, I would just say, "I don't think that's in your best interest." Now is it?
Mm-mm.
Ooh.
So yes, this is the end of the session. I want to thank everyone on the stream for watching. I want to, and this is going straight on YouTube. So for my YouTube girls, hey y'all, the stream will be up soon. Um, thank you all for coming. We're gonna do out of the box next and talk about the events that happened. So I will see you out there. That will also be uploaded sometime this week, next week, something like that. We'll see.
You want to know the oh, sorry.
Hmm?
No, I'm just saying the funniest thing about that is that I'm pretty sure that Han's like 6'4", 6'3".
She's a good. She's 6'4". Like she's 6'4". She's
Why
tall as
is
fuck.
everyone in
Oh
why is
fuck!
everyone
Why is everyone so
taller?
tall?
Everyone in this game is tall except for me.
Like she's tall as shit. But yes. I want to thank y'all for coming. Subscribe to our TTRPGBarbie. Also follow me on Twitch at TTRPGBarbie as well. We'll be back next weekend. Maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday. We'll see. Yeah. Bye. Say bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.